Hi. There's no one here yet, but that's okay. I'll just talk on my own while people come and arrive. Right, so we don't want any... Good. Okay, so that's working. Hi, Relu32. Oh, I haven't given you permissions to be a moderator, I just realized. Hi, everyone. You guys. Oh, no, I have made you a moderator. No, I can do that now. Add as moderator. Can manage blocked words. Standard moderator. Can remove. Hi, everyone. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Can you all hear me? I manage blocked words in live. All right. Let's go for it. There you go. I've made you a moderator now. Relu. Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm off the side, which I'm not particularly happy about. It's like part of my head is disappearing. So behind me, although it doesn't look, you won't be able to hear the game right now. I need to sort of move over here, but I'm sort of, the game's over here. I'm sure it's fine. Hello, SpecialEffect. We're all here together. I need to try and make myself work. Okay, so this is me speaking. And then this is the game. Let me get someone to talk. You can hear sort of the radio in the background, which is already going to get the video demonetized. So I'm just going to keep speaking until. Okay, we're gonna. So that's the sound of things. Where are you going? I just don't want the radio to cause a copyright strike in the first few seconds. So I'm just speaking over the top of it, but it's fine. I'm gonna just click away from it. Okay, that was how loud the game was. You probably wouldn't be able to hear it very much, but. Could you hear the radio? How loud? Right. Actually, this is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to play as Nigel Thornberry, and then I'm going to start the game and then talk about what we're doing today vis-a-vis GameBlast and SpecialEffect. Oh, no, settings. Here we go. I'm just going to turn the radio off, and then we can listen to Nora speaking in a moment, and then everything will be fine. No, the radio is still on. What the fuck is this? Smashing! Yeah, so this is a reference to no, what? Why is the radio still on? Right, let's just confirm it's fine. If we need to change it, we can change it mid-game, because I'm just speaking a lot so that we can't hear the radio. Why is the radio still playing? I turned it off. Settings, audio, radio's off. Bethesda! Where's the radio? No, shh.
Good old USA.
Good old USA. Great. So this is a stream for GameBlast 2024, which is raising money for the charity SpecialEffect. You probably know this because you'll have seen my SpecialEffect stream video that mentions the stream. And this is all the money raised for this is going to go towards getting access to gaming for people with physical disabilities. So there's a link in the description if you want to donate. And when you do, something should happen. I'm worried that it hasn't happened yet, but I don't think anyone's donated, so I think it's fine. I've set up like a fun animation, which for me, I like the fact that there's a bar at the top of here. Mute everything. Oh yeah, let me turn off the workout thing. Me putting that bar at the top there took me about an hour and a half. So the fact that anything might happen when anyone donates at all is going to be quite amazing. So video game audio, me talking audio, what's the balance? It looks quite, the mic looks pretty loud on mine. Let me try that. That might be a bit better. I've turned the sound down a bit.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
What, is this woman, someone's talking to me? This horrible monster that we have in our house is really good with Sean. Where is he? Imagine if you were a baby and this was your nanny. Where is he? He has a fucking flamethrower and a saw. This is so inappropriate. It's perfect. The game audio can be a bit loud. It's perfect. The game audio can be a tad bit louder though. Well, I'm afraid that means it's not perfect. Richard Abraham. Turn the saw. I've turned the game up a little bit. I don't know how to turn the game up. I can turn it up in-game. I'm not a very good streamer. You have to understand this audio. Let's turn... Okay. Let's just turn everything else up. Footsteps. We need those to be as loud as possible. There you go, it's happened! So the oncoming storm has donated £25 via Tiltify. Thank you so much. Look, I did a thing and a sound effect happened and everything. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, here we go. I can turn the game volume up here. It's just a bit low. Okay, that's a bit louder now. Let's see how that goes. And thank you, Amiandiv. I didn't even try to say that, sorry. Amiand. Thank you for $5. Hey there, love your vids and hope you're having a great day. I am having a great day.
I'll take care of it.
Hi, Codsworth. Okay, so someone's at the door. So I have to go over here. There he is, your shitbag.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Hi, Vault-Tec. So one of my favorite things about this interaction is if you say no over and over again, he'll and I think this is a missed opportunity on the development of the game. Here I am straight into the critiquing. It would be really good if you said no and then he left and then the bomb dropped and then you died. I feel like it was a real missed opportunity that they didn't just kill you for saying no, but they force you into it, which I think is strange because these, you know, it's an RPG all about choice. But anyway, I quite like Fallout 4, so I'm not being overly serious about this. Great. Okay. Not interested.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
God, look at that
Oh,
beautiful
no
man.
worries, sir. No worries at all.
There you
I'm
go.
not selling anything. Not today. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you.
Okay, I've got the console commands as well. So if you ever want me to do anything at all, let me know and I'll make it happen using console commands.
Urgency, I assure you.
Okay. Right. Not right now.
Maybe I don't want to.
Oh, sorry. John Rich has donated 25 through Tiltify. Thank you. And so is Jack. Hey, you all having a great day enjoying Fallout. Hey, you all have a great day enjoying playing Fallout. That is definitely not bugged or will become bugged. Oh, it's already happening faster than I can read. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Nonny Rat.
Family service to our country.
Thank you, Anonymous.
You have been pre-selected
I'll try and keep
for
up.
entrance into the local vault.
Just sit down in a way
Vault
that's appropriate.
111.
So it doesn't seem like it, but it's green behind me. It is green. It just looks blue on my webcam. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. Go away.
Go away.
And then my Nora's going to speak in a second and tell me to. I have to do it. I'm just going to open up Steam. 1 minute. Let me just confirm with you all how many hours of this game I've played. I'll take a picture of my phone and then review. I know I could show the Steam page. I'm not going to be messing around with things. I'm just curious how long I have played this game for. Steam. I also need to get my phone on loud so that if Emma texts me. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. Oh, you want subtitles as well? I'll put those on. Thank you. Does the game still need to be louder, Emma? I'm just speaking to Emma. Right, let me just get up Fallout 4. So I've played 3,952 hours of this game. Does the sound still need to be turned up, Emma? I'll just show you on my phone, just so you all. I know you all believe me anyway, but here it is. So I'll get the stream back up. Again, I'm not a professional streamer. This is all very difficult for me to manage. So there it is, 152 hours of Fallout 4. Ooh, Emma also says, a little bit louder on game. So there you go, you're going to get that as well. So let me turn that up. And I'm not even reading that Anonymous has donated $100. What's going on so much? So if you want to donate to the charity, put it in the Tiltify, not in the super chat. But thank you, Woxic, for the $10. I'm just going to say names. Thank you, Gavango90. I'm already getting extremely overwhelmed. Might want to. I'm going to put on the subtitles as well. Thank you, Paige. I'm totally under control. Let's put the subtitles on. I really wanted to make sure that we stormed through this part of the game and actually got to the game before the end of the thing. Right, general subtitles. Oh, here we go. Dialogue subtitles, general subtitles. Right, it's all on, so now you can all enjoy. Sorry about that. No.
Come back some other time.
That's not what I said.
It's just a little paperwork. Let him fill it out, and it's done.
Okay. Oh, I was going to turn the game up as well. Okay. Let's see how that goes. I'll keep an eye on the audio as well. All right, text me if there's a problem with the sound. Right, I said no.
I said no.
And I'm saying yes. So there.
Well,
Splendid.
you're gonna get your comeuppance, Norma.
Let's get to it.
Nora. Look at that face. He's fucking furious at his wife. You've doomed us all. Okay, I'm not gonna. As I say, I want to actually get somewhere with this. So, my eyes are really tiny because I'm that, but I'm really good in the wild because I'm Nigel Thornberry. I'm the most charismatic man alive, but charisma doesn't do much in this. I'm just gonna do it like a low. Thank you, Robbie, for donating, and then normal agility and normal luck. That seems pretty good. Cool. Nigel Thorns. That's pretty cool. Okay. Accept.
Wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna move on with things.
Thanks
so,
again.
thanks. I shut the door and just like shouted through it.
Right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
But it's free.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
All right, how are we doing for sound? Is that a bit better? Emma hasn't said anything, so we should be happy.
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I
So
think
I'm
he
off the
needs some of
center.
that paternal
Try and sit
affection
in the middle of the
he's
thing.
so good at.
Bring this over.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
All right, you little shit. Am I allowed to swear? I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to keep on top of all the different forms of communication I'm being given about the stream.
How are the two most important men in my life doing?
Let's talk about when we had sex in the park.
He loves that.
I know everything about this game off by heart because of how much time I've spent playing it. With diplomacy all but suspended and conventional warfare taking a historic tool, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Rebel Z's. I don't know if you all know this, but I'm really good friends with the main developer of Sky Oblivion, and that just means that I'm a great person. So, and I say really good friends. I can't stand him, and he can't stand me. Look, there you go. Go to bed. Talk to me. We need to start the game. I don't want the stream to finish, and I haven't made. Oh my god! You almost got chopped up by the door.
Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
I can't remember the sex result. Not that it's that important.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir,
Oh yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry.
come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Look at that facial animation. I don't think Nora really looks anything like a human being when you really look at her. It's like Amy Santiago from Brooklyn Nine-Nine mixed with a robot. Let's go. Woo.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of
So,
explosions.
fun fact about this is
We're trying to get confirmation.
there's a room in the game that you can teleport to, where this is filmed. Oops. So this is an actual character that they built and got to say these lines, and so he's at a table.
Reports
Let me just move a
of
bit further away
nuclear
from him.
detonations in New York and
He's sitting at a table reading, and there's a backdrop. I think.
God.
I shouldn't start this now. This is like, so if we do like help news, no help. Oh, I have to do. I can't remember how to use console commands anymore, so this isn't going to work very well anyway. Move this over here. New. Why is this not working? New 4. Okay, that's why. So we have newscaster. I'm just really curious now. We have cell. Right, here we go. Cells. No, nothing about news in there. I'm not sure what it's called. If anyone in the chat knows the cell name for this room, that'd be cool. But I know none of you really care. But I care. News. Read. Let's do 4. Okay, it's fine. We'll do, maybe later if anyone in the chat can catch my eye with that.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault.
We need to go. Look, the door's opened and everything. Thanks, Codworth, for using your psychic powers to open the door. Let's go. So there's like people out here. I spent a lot of time in here when I was making Machinima. I would teleport myself here and film, just because it was the only part of the game that wasn't destroyed. So whenever I wanted to film in like modern day, I would just do it here. Come on, let's go. Oh, here we go. All right, we're gonna just Sorry about this. I've saved. We can come back to this. COC. Pre-war TV studio. Pre-war TV studio. This is just what I mean. This is really... I think this is really cool. Thank you for that, Cfron and... Who was... Oh wait, who said it first? Aquatic Deep. Yeah, so like this is like a room. Ah! So there's a guy at the front. So maybe like this was who they were going to use and then ended up using him. So like here's how they... I think this is... I don't know how I know this fact. They even put a TV here, a camera here for some reason, even though that wouldn't be doing anything. And so this is what you see on the TV in the room, even though it's set in the room with the TV on the room. Blows my mind. I love stuff like this. Alright. Yeah, I know quite a lot about this game, as you would imagine. Cool. Oh, the donations have stopped, maybe because it's been completely overwhelmed. But thank you. I can just read them out. I'm going to read out some donations very quickly. Thank you, Direwall. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, David. Arthelion, Robbie, Woxic, Jeremiah Sprout, Vango90, Geek Meets World. There's like a few every minute. I can't keep up. So what we'll do is, as well, at the end, we'll go through and read them all, probably. I'll try and keep up with them. But they've stopped appearing. Maybe you've crashed my Spotify donations thing. Just see if it is definitely still working. Yeah. Let me try it. Put it again. Spotify donations. Yeah, I don't know where it's gone. It's stopped working. Never mind. It's fine. I can read them out anyway. All right, let's go. Let's start. I want to actually start the game. Come on, let me in.
You can't stop me. Okay.
You're telling me that you're not going in, but I am. Oh, Vault guy. What have you done? You could have written your own name down.
We're not in the program.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant,
Let us in.
adult male, adult female.
Don't call my wife that.
Okay, go ahead.
Female.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Get to the vault. You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the gate?
Maybe you should get in.
Now keep moving.
I love how they're all just like accepting their death. Like, if you were in the power armor, don't you think you would just push everyone out of the way and get in the vault as quickly as you could, rather than letting the apocalypse happen and just being like, it's my job to get this man and woman in the vault.
Sir, we need to send you down to the vault. Step on the platform. Step on the platform in the center.
I don't know any of the buttons anymore though on how to play this game.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both
Oh,
of you.
there, it just appeared. Maybe I just can't hear it because of the sound of the game. I'm not doing very well at this, sorry. Thank you, Anonymous, for donating $10. I suppose I don't need to read out the anonymous donations. Oh yeah, it is working. Okay, great. I just couldn't hear it because the game was loud. Not that you guys care. Thank you, Anonymous, for donating £100. I keep saying dollars as well. They sent a love heart though.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
So I once did a video where I turned everyone in the game into Bob Ross, and I made it sound like I just modded the game to do that, because you would assume that I would know how to do that, given I've played 4,000 hours of modding this game. But I couldn't get it to work. So what I actually did was I would pause the game and then use console commands to turn every single person individually into Bob Ross. So I would do show race menu, is that what it is? No, that's from Skyrim. I can't remember what it was. And then I would have presets saved. So I would go through and turn everyone around individually into Bob Ross, and then I would walk through the level. It was a nightmare. It took me weeks. They didn't even do that well, those videos. Show looks menu, yeah. So I would do like, I would click on like that bald guy over there. Let me get a bit closer.
This way, please.
Male.
If he calls my wife a female.
Step over to the table.
Female and infant.
Female! Yeah.
Male.
Calling my baby an infant. I don't really know what I'm getting at with this. So, what was it? Show. Well, I just did it for the views, guys. Show. Is it show? Show looks menu. Oh, yeah. I have to. So that alone won't do it. I have to type in their number as well. 1EF22A. And then it lets me change. Oh god, I can't believe. And then you change what they look like. It's not even working anyway. I don't know how I did it. Can I like change his sex? No, nothing's working. That's fine. Okay, done. Oh wait, did I just change myself? Oh no! For God's sake!
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
I'm famous for this glitch as well, where I've got a different race head to my body. This always happens to me. Why? I did not. Honestly, this was not in any way, shape, or form supposed to happen. No, it hasn't saved. Oh! I don't want to do this. I didn't want this to take forever. I'll just turn. Like, all right, the Nigel Thornberry. Is that me? Am I this person then? I thought I was 14. Yeah, I am 14. That's me. Okay, let's just fix this. I'm really. No, 14. Okay, sorry. I haven't done this in a while. There we go. Let's. Okay. We'll just pretend. Who did I start with?
Head down the hall.
Oh, he's not appearing. The preset I used for.
Oh,
I use this guy as the preset. Maybe later on we'll change it. We're gonna start the game though. Hello, give me my stuff. I don't know how to fix this thing.
It's down the hallway right
thanks.
there.
You know, all of
Follow the doctor.
everyone you've ever
He'll show
known and
you
loved
where
is
to
dead.
go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
He's dealing with it well.
See? This is our new home.
There's some comments I'm
Oh,
not going to
you
read
little
as
love.
related to.
This is one of our most
Yeah, Nigel's dead, I'm
facilities.
afraid.
Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
Yeah, see, these people are reacting normally. Everything they know and love is dead. How about you?
What if
there.
I didn't make it?
Please, these people need some space.
You're
I know
fine,
this
though,
is
you
a
monster.
difficult time, but Vault-Tec will be with you every step of the way.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
I don't know if I
we'll
could
be
cope
going
with
over
being
all that
put
in
into a vault.
orientation.
I think
Just
I
a
would.
few
I mean,
medical
I don't deal
items
well
we
with
have
like
to
enclosed
get
spaces.
Checking everyone off the list as they come in.
Oh, thank you, Ligma. But I don't understand. What's Ligma?
This is your new home.
Can I get in?
Step in here and put your vault suit on.
Even running Fallout 4 with an RTX 3060, it still runs like ass. I don't know what I'm using,
Daddy's right here. See?
but it's.
Honey, could you help me?
Oh, do you want me to take the
Who's
baby?
my little guy?
Oh,
I'm not going far. I'll just be over there. Hey there.
See?
Just step in.
oh, I just get in. Okay.
Sean's acting up.
Ooh, look at my arms. I don't know what that was about.
Pod will
Ooh.
decontaminate and depressurize you.
So originally
before we get deeper in the vault.
oh, I need to. Wait, what time is it? Originally,
Time for a whole new life.
So once we start this, I'll get Paige, who is the community manager for SpecialEffect, here with me, and we can chat. Where did
Procedure complete.
Sean's did that change? So that changed Sean as well. No, I'm sure it's fine. Once we start the game, I've got a gun. We will invite Paige on, who's the community manager for SpecialEffect, and we'll talk for half an hour. And she organised all of GameBlast, and she was or a lot of GameBlast at least. And I think she's the spearheader, but she will correct me when she comes on or in the chat. And we're going to talk about the work SpecialEffect have been doing once I get a gun. Two unrelated events. But originally the goal for this was £3,000, but we already reached that before the video started, pretty much. So thank you all so much for that.
This is the one.
You're all doing amazingly well.
Open it.
Huzzah for charity! Thank you, Tristan. It's like watching David Bowie play Fallout.
I'm okay.
So in this scene, we've been cryogenically frozen by Vault-Tec as an experiment, and
I got him. Let the boy go.
we've been frozen for about I think it's like
I'm not giving you Sean.
how long have we been frozen for? The chat will know this. So at this moment, because we get refrozen for like another specific amount of time. What's the current timeline with the vaults going on? Are we referencing that Kellogg is the man who sold the world? I can't believe they called him Kellogg. What the fuck were Bethesda thinking? I mean, it was genius, really. Everyone is saying varying things. So apparently it's around 100 years by the time you get out. So this, but then I don't want, so spoiler alert, that cutscene took place, what, like 30 years? 40 years after the bombs dropped? 30 years? Which seems odd that that was possible. Surely the world was still a nuclear fallout. No, I guess not. It only lasts, based on Randall's logs in Fallout New Vegas, because I am a true fan now, he was only in a cave for like 5 or 6 or 10 years. So I guess it makes sense. Oh, she's dead. There's no point even looking. She's been dead for, spoiler alert, 70 years.
Come on! There has to be a release!
I love how this, right, say that again? No, he's not going to say it again. This extreme reaction isn't going to last very long. He's going to leave the vault and immediately forget about all of this. Okay.
I'll find who did this.
Yeah, gotta get the ring. We need to sell that. Oh, I can't look at the value of the ring until I get my Pip-Boy. So I'm going to invite Paige in now if she is ready. I'll just see if she's ready. Hello. I mean, she can probably hear me talking. Now. And she'll be our first guest. We're only having 2 guests because I don't know what I'm doing. And okay, so I'm going to attempt to bring Paige in. We'll spend a few minutes managing her sound because I'm going to immediately panic. I don't even know how to change the sound. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Paige.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm very well. I may be slightly overwhelmed. Tiny.
That's all right.
Tiny.
That's all right. We can take it easy.
I'm just going to check with everyone how your sound is. What does the chat say? What do we think, chat? Thank you. I can't read your name, Agust, but thank you so much. Met the 69% goal. Or it's 69% just as you arrive. Everyone's loving that.
Fantastic. Very good. Well done, everyone.
No one's mentioned. Everyone says sounds good. Okay, you sound good. Great. Well, thank you for joining me, Paige.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, you're very welcome. Well, this wouldn't be possible without you.
Oh no, honestly, it was after I saw the cats video years ago. I was like, oh, I've got to ask him to do something. I've got to see. So I fired off an email, and he said yes, and I went, oh damn, I need to plan this now.
My nonsensical cat video that made no sense whatsoever.
It was very fun.
We're gonna get this chair company to sponsor me to go to a cat charity so that they can get chairs, but also raise awareness for cats, as chair companies always really want to do, or something. I don't really.
Oh yeah, the chair companies love cats.
Yeah, I think that was the. Like, I'm glad I was at the charity, but I couldn't understand why they wanted me. But anyway. So Paige is do you want to introduce you're the best public speaker I've ever met in my entire life, possibly based on the video.
Oh.
The speeches you gave in my video were the most amazing things.
Oh goodness, my ego.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, it's going to be awful. But yes, of course I can. Hello everybody, my name is Paige. I am SpecialEffect's Gaming Community Manager. SpecialEffect, as you may have seen from the page that Abysmal Jump has going on, is a charity based in the UK that works to level the playing field for physically disabled gamers. So, I mean, Matt, are you using a controller right now? Are you using mouse and keyboard?
I wanted to use a mouse and keyboard, but I can't, so I'm using a controller, and everyone always gets at me about it.
That actually segues quite nicely. Look at that setup. Perfect.
It's like I know what I'm doing.
Gaming, I know, it's fantastic. We rehearsed this beforehand.
Yes.
I think you might need to turn me up a tiny bit just with the game audio, and then I'll continue.
I just turned you up. I think I saw that as well. Is that still not enough, everyone? Wait,
I would say, chat, nobody has ever accused me of being quiet, so if I am, do let me know.
And no one's ever accused me of knowing how to turn up someone's voice in Discord.
Weird accusation to make, and I'll take it.
I don't know how to do it. How do I?
Okay.
Do you know how to?
You can do it in Discord. If you right click me on Discord, you'll have a little.
Oh my god!
How loud my voice is.
I've nailed it.
There you go.
Okay, I'll turn you right
How's
up.
that now, chat?
Is that right? Let me turn you up to like 130. All right. Right. Everyone's saying right click her name.
Yep.
Is that better? We'll just wait. Okay, she's tag quiet. I've turned her up. Is that better?
We're crowdsourcing support here, chat. How's that going?
I really need help with the sound.
It's all good.
I think they. Okay, we've got Gur. That was very helpful.
Good shout, Farron. On toot toot.
If I turn it, do you do much streaming, Paige?
I stream a lot, yeah. Well,
Do you know when you open the balancing in the bottom right? You know when you open volume in Windows and then you right click and do volume mixer. Does that have any impact on the stream, or is it just in my ears that changes?
Mostly that will impact your ears. Okay. What probably be better, go into the settings for Fallout, turn the audio, the master volume down a bit, and that should balance everything else out.
Alright, let's turn the game audio down. I know what I'm doing. Alright, we'll turn the game audio down. I mean, it was a bit loud in my ears anyway. The most important thing is that people can hear us, and then I will turn... Oh, I'm being attacked. If I die to red roaches while talking to you, this is going to be a very bad start. Okay, I think they're all dead. Okay.
That would be quite funny, to be honest.
You sound louder to me.
That's good.
which is important.
How are we doing, chat? 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2.
This is good that we're doing this, because when I have Gerard on,
Then you'll be set up and ready to go.
I'm gonna know what I'm doing.
We've got half an hour to test. We'll be good. We'll be good.
Cool.
Guys are now equal volume. That sounds better.
Great. Thank you, everyone. And people are like, I use mouse and keyboard. How's the sound? Right. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry for interrupting you.
That is all right. Oh, that's fine. All right. So as long as everyone can hear me, I will restart. We'll go back to the beginning. We'll go from there. So yes. Hi, I'm Paige, SpecialEffect Gaming Community Manager. Essentially, SpecialEffect is a UK-based charity that helps physically disabled gamers to keep doing what they love. And if you've just watched Up Is Not Jump's video when it came out on Friday, then you'll know a little bit about us already.
That's
but
me.
If you haven't, that is you.
That's me, just in case anyone was wondering.
In case anyone didn't know whose channel this was, it is mine. He's gotten on this somehow. I don't know how to get him off.
Yeah, I guess
But still, yeah, still. So yes, we work to help gamers get back into what they love. So whether that's going to specific gamers who have gotten in touch with us because they have something like cerebral palsy, or they have Duchenne's, or they have weakness on one side of their body, any kind of physical disability, what we will do is we'll go talk to that person one-on-one, and we will find out what movement and availability they do have with their body and create the perfect setup for them. So if somebody has no physical movement whatsoever, we might look at something like eye control, which Matt just used to play Fallout the other day in the video. If somebody has a minor amount of control, we might look at something that uses their feet instead, or we might be able to put a button on their shoulder that they can hit with their cheek. You can kind of move your own body as I'm explaining this a little bit to understand the different points that you could use. Basically, any part of the body that moves, including breathing, you can use to control a video.
Oh yeah, you can. Someone showed us they'd 3D printed. I think it was Sachin showed me a 3D printed controller that he had made, or someone involved with special effects, and you just blow into it, and it's got different holes. And you can also
kind of like a recorder, but not quite as annoying. Definitely not like the Wii.
Yes, bloody Wii. Oh, I need to open
bloody
the door.
Wii. But no, so essentially, yes, that will work. You can like blow into it, you can suck, and that will activate essentially 2 different buttons. So, you know, if you set it to be A and B, then sucking might do A and blowing it might do B. Nice and simple. So
amazing.
Most games that allow you to sort of remap controls, as long as you've got something that can interface with the computer, you can make that work. And that's one of the big things that SpecialEffect do, and that's why I've been working with lots of lovely gamers and lots of wonderful people like Up Is Not Jump to talk about this a bit more. Because one of the comments actually on your video did mention, I never even thought about this. I didn't even know that games could be made like this. And it's like, that's the thing, you don't know what you don't know, but that's one of the reasons that SpecialEffect do what they do, because there are lots of disabled gamers who can't currently do what they love because they don't know there's a solution out there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like it's that's what we're having a guest on later called Gerard, who has worked with you guys before, and I know his brother Matt is how he introduced us, and he was like, after he became disabled, my friend Matt was like, I don't know how we're going to play FIFA anymore. And then just for a while, they were just like, well, we can't play games together anymore. And then I don't know how we were going to ask him. I don't know how he heard about you guys. But then once he found out, it was like, oh my God. And then it changed had such a huge impact on his life, as far as I've been told. So people it's really good to spread awareness for this stuff, because people just don't know. Think, oh, well, I can't game anymore. But little do they know.
Little do they know it's not the end of their time playing. And so Cowboy Kuzon asks, what are the best games to play when it comes to using accessible controllers? The real answer is any. Any game that has maps, you can literally play on Fruit. If you really want to, you could literally get Fruit set up to map whatever you want to do. There are, of course, some games that are going to have more challenges, because not all of them have as many settings. A lot of older games didn't really have that much consideration for accessibility, just because it wasn't as widely discussed. But as time's gone on, most games you will find will have a measure of accessibility in them for different settings. So there are tons. There are, of course, standouts. Things like Sea of Thieves has a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, they've really gone for
options. They really have, and it's absolutely fantastic. So there's a lot you can do. Of course, there's things they're always working on, because every time something changes, every time you learn something new, you try and work on it and you add more things. But one of the things that SpecialEffect has as well is a website called Game Access, which is, again, a free resource that everyone can access. And when new games come out, one of our team will get hold of it, they'll go through, they'll play a bunch of it, they'll try all of the different settings, they'll look at all the other accessibility options it has, and then they write up or record a video basically on what all those settings are, what they do, and how you can use them. So if there is something that you're considering playing, but you're disabled and you don't want to spend the extra money on buying a game you don't know you can play, you may find that we've already written or put something up about that for you to have a look at before you spend your hard-earned money.
Well, you all work very hard, I can tell. I used to work in an office, and I swear to you, no one did anything. But when I went to SpecialEffect, everyone was working so hard. So it's no surprise that you've, because you're all passionate about it, and you're all enjoying. You all clearly were having a good. That's why I put that little bit in the middle of my video. I was like, everyone here really loves working here, because everyone was having such a good time.
Very much so.
Yes, yeah, and also if you can play Fallout 4 with your eyes, like you say, any game is. You can adapt to at least help get you started. Sorry, at the bottom of the screen, there's, when you're on Steam, there's all the community stuff. There's a bunch of people in the street fighting a bear in Fallout 4, and it keeps looping, and it keeps. I keep looking at that while I'm talking about this. Sorry, it's fine. Don't worry. Ignore me.
That is all good. You keep doing what you're doing.
But yes. So it's no surprise that most games can be made accessible if you can play Fallout 4 with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's very,
very
very
much
fun.
so. Baron Von Toot Toot again asks, has SpecialEffect been involved in the development of any games? Yes, quite a few actually.
Oh really?
The mentioned Sea of Thieves already. Yes, they had. SpecialEffect has existed for 16 odd years, and very much came into being when our CEO Mick, who Matt actually met, because
he did a drive-by.
Mick was poorly, so he drove up in his car to say hello, just to stay, a good distance away, and then drove home. It was very lovely of him and very surprising.
He was a legend. I met both of his.
Gent.
I met his family as well. I think.
Yeah, because they all work. For the
they all work.
The Donegans, they're everywhere.
The
Donegans. So Mick started the charity because he was working in schools and helping kids, sort of disabled children, access their schooling and their classes and computers and things like that. However, the question then came up from the parents, what do my kids do when they get home? They can't play video games, they can't go out. And his answer, in a very short form, was, I'm going to make a charity that says that isn't good enough, and we're going to work to get set up, and we're going to take what we know to let them access computers at school to access them at home instead. And that's very much where we started, and now we work with everyone from ages 2 to 102. If you're a gamer, it doesn't matter how old you are, what ability you have, what restrictions you have. If we can work on something for you, we'll work on something for you. And one of the things that people don't often realise about SpecialEffect as well, and that I like to mention, especially during a cost of living crisis, is SpecialEffect's support is entirely free for life. If somebody comes to us and wants to play Fallout 4 on a PS4, we'll do what we can to get them set up. But then if they buy a PS5 and they're wanting to play God of War and they need a full new setup because they've got to do a bunch more buttons, sounds great. We'll get a new setup for you. We'll
Yeah.
get people to load up the game, and we'll make something new.
Yeah, it's surprising. I was talking to someone about it, and I mentioned that it was free, and they were like, "What?" They couldn't believe that it was entirely. I mean, I couldn't believe it either when we were talking. Like, it's
Well, no, and that's why you coming to do a video with us was so amazing, and why this wonderful community being here donating is amazing, because the money that you're donating is going to go towards helping those people that we work with get access to games. As I mentioned in the video, we don't have governmental grants or anything like that. All of the money that we have comes from supporters, whether it's games industry, whether it's streamers, whether it's YouTubers with the big splash screen, whether it's people that do, fun runs or bake cakes, or there are some people that do absolutely mad things like climb mountains. I prefer playing video games,
Yes.
but to each their own.
Me too.
Yes, and it's fantastic, and the fact that so many gamers want to help other people do what they love is so lovely. So thank you everyone in chat. And
Yes,
if
thank
you
you,
have more
everyone.
questions, feel free to keep asking while Matt deals with the
Codsworth.
inanity of Codsworth.
You're much better at this than me, Paige. You're answering questions and you're noticing when people ask questions. I'll just say thank you to Joel Henderson and some Welsh lad in London. I always get nervous when I read the names in case there's like something really, like a
Like
naughty
the one you
word
got
mixed
caught
in.
with earlier.
What's that? Did I get caught with something? Oh no, I didn't.
You did get caught with one.
Did I?
That's
Did I know?
okay.
Did I notice it?
I don't know if you did, so we'll keep
Oh,
going.
for God's sake! Because I'm just reading them and I don't think. See, with that one, I saw some Welsh lad and I was like, right, I'm going to slow down and read this. Apologies, everyone, if I said something awful. Oh, I know I got ligmered. I was worried.
No, you got you. Okay.
I was worried that I said something really awful. Okay, that's fine.
Don't worry, I called you on that one.
I don't get out very much, so I don't know all these new slang terms, but that one I do know.
Chat, be very nice. Be very nice. He's doing a lovely thing today, supporting charity on his own time as well, on a weekend. All the people taking part in GameBlast are doing it off their own backs on their own time.
I don't have a social life. All I do is work. I mean,
That is
no.
okay.
I don't want it to sound, that sounded a lot more depressing than it was supposed to be. I'm not complaining.
I was gonna say, Emma's just sat there in a fancy dress, like, so what are we going out to dinner? It's like I'm playing Fallout.
I spoke to Codsworth, but I don't think it registered. So we have to do this. Oh, he found some sugar bombs.
Oh no, I think this is what happens sometimes, because I've done this in VR, and you talk to him again, and then he goes off on a wander of the location. But it's because he needs a moment to think about what might be wrong.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, because he hasn't noticed.
Little weird. Weird. Yeah.
Who is your favorite?
It's not quite got it.
Who's your favorite companion in Fallout?
Dog meat.
Oh yeah.
There was no. There was
even...
no second to breathe between that. No, dog meat.
Fire ran wildly into this room. So we're looking for food, I think.
We're going to be looking for rad roaches, technically.
Oh.
And bloatflies and things.
It's very much a conveyor belt of Fallout themed things.
Yes.
Do you like this game?
So it's interesting because yes, but what I actually really liked was modding the crap out of it and just building cool settlements.
It's modded. The modding.
The modding's incredible.
You can just do anything.
I do think for some of the complaints that are made about the game, some of them, yes, I do agree with. Some of them, especially when this game came out, I was working at a game. And
oh, really?
Everyone super loved it and were really enjoying it for what it offered at the time. I do enjoy it in VR. I think it's a fun experience. It's a tiny bit nauseating, but not as bad as some games.
It's a bit blurry
at
times.
The modding community and the modding support is fantastic, and being able to play in the way that you like is really fun. I ended up building a zoo in a swimming pool.
I can see that.
It was really funny.
Just every single. I'm still learning the buttons. Every single monster in the game in one place. I'll just take that flag. In one swimming pool. See, I've actually gone the opposite way. I used to think this game was kind of lame, and over the years, I feel like this is for all, okay. It's okay for all intents and purposes. This is a AAA game, and I feel like compared to the modern day AAA games that are coming out, this one is actually pretty good. So over time, it's something like, especially if you compare it to like Starfield, like over time, I think it's retroactively gotten better, this game, and I quite like it now.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, that's why Skyrim's still so popular. It's not that it keeps getting re-released, although that does help, and I have bought it on too many platforms.
Oh, I've got like 4 copies of it, yeah.
There's an Alduin on my desk. It's spiky and it hurts me every time I try and pick it up, but it's lovely. But yeah, the modding community is made it absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you can. Well, and also you can. With Skyrim, like if you install the wrong mod in the wrong place, it can crash. In this game, it doesn't matter. You can install any mod anywhere in your load order, and it works fine. It's so really oddly enough, this game is actually quite stable.
It's quite robust, yeah.
Yeah, despite the things that don't work, it's actually like it's quite hard to like break it. I guess is the way you could look at it. Right, investigate Concord. Right, I can leave now. Right, we're leaving. Sorry.
Right. I've just been gathering some questions.
Oh yes, let's go. I think you should definitely lead with this. You can. I've only streamed about 7 times in my whole life, so you need to show me how it's done.
That is all right. Tell you what, I'll invite you on one of our streams soon.
Yes, for sure.
I totally wasn't going to ask you to do that anyway, but you know, now we're doing it live, so you can't say no. What a lovely person.
I basically offered there.
Oh, good. There we go, chap. Pretend you didn't hear that. We're not going to force Matt to do anything he doesn't want to.
Emma says that remind everyone. I'll just read Emma's text. Remind everyone the donations need to go through Tiltify. So don't donate to me. Although, you know, I'll spend the money because I'll just spend the money on like chocolate. So in the link in the description, there's a Tiltify, and Adam Harmon and Jesse Zimmer and Alyssa and Dino Boy, that's okay, are all donating through the Tiltify. So thank you. I'm just saying their names.
Easter eggs are a nightmare.
And Farmer I'm always worried I'm going to say something wrong. Yes.
All right, so let me have a quick look at questions, and I can have a look at some of the comments on the Tiltify as well. So again,
yes, thank you.
Very good questions from you, by the way.
Very good.
SpecialEffect help anyone with modding the games they want to play? It's an interesting question, because if somebody was, say, like playing Fallout and they really wanted to have some mods to, you know, do some extra settlement building, and they asked us for some help, if we could provide that, and then they need help with the actual like setup, then certainly. However, you know, we can't make mods really or anything like that, apart from when it does come for interacting with the games like the Fallout 4 eye control. So situational, very much. It's one of those things we always say, come and ask us the question.
Yeah.
The worst we can say is no and try and give you a different resource. The best we can say is yes, let's do it, and we'll see what we can do. But our team has done mad things like making voice attack profiles for controlling old school RuneScape. And I controlled Fallout 4 and Civilization 6. Like they'll give anything a go. I
love RuneScape. Not that really has anything to do with what you were saying. But I'm a big fan. So that's great. It's I'm into that.
It's all right. My husband is ex-Jagex, so.
Oh, who's that? Is that a big RuneScape player?
No, Jagex make the game.
Did they always make it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. What a fool.
Right,
I'm not a real gamer.
Off 1 gamer point for you.
Look, it's your favorite companion, Paige.
Oh, thank goodness it's dog meat. All right, pick him up. You gotta go get dog meat.
I like okay then. Nick. He's my boy.
I
my boy
do
Nick.
love Nick, actually.
I think Nick may be the best character in this whole game.
Nick is fantastic. His design's brilliant. His characterization's great.
It is, I agree.
I think I did use a mod to take both of them with me, and then I made dog meat immortal.
That's a good move.
That's sad.
I don't think he can't. Yeah, I got you. That sounds like a good move.
Same thing I did in Skyrim. The second you find Miko, it's like immortal instantly. Like, not doing anything else. Stian, does SpecialEffect operate in the UK only, and if so, plans on expanding? So, we are a pretty small team. There's only about 32 of us, something like that. So we're quite a small charity, which is why when it comes to doing things like physical setups and getting people, you know, set up with custom controls and things, yes, it's only in the UK, because we literally have teams driving the length and breadth of the UK pretty much every single week, as well as doing online communication. So obviously with COVID and with people's health and working with a lot of immunocompromised people, we will always give people the choice of do they want an online or a face-to-face consult, what is easiest for them. So at the minute, yes, we can only offer that in the UK. I can't say whether one day that would change or not. I cannot see into the future, but if it did, we would let everyone know. But then the other things that we do, so the games that we create are called eye gaze games, as surprisingly, as you can imagine, they require using your eyes. And that's a free little website that we have of a bunch of about 14 different games, a couple in beta at the moment, and you can play them with a mouse, keyboard, a game controller, switches, or eye gaze using what's called dwell control. So the longer you look in one place, it clicks a button. So those are multiplayer. They're things like chess and things like snakes and ladders. You've got Othello on there, which has some of the cutest game art I've ever seen. I recommend everyone looks at it. But yes, those are ones that SpecialEffect has made alongside a little developer to offer some free eye gaze games for people to try out with eye gaze setups. So that's worldwide. The game access stuff is worldwide. All the information that we can provide, the videos that we make, those are entirely worldwide. And then we do have one thing for developers as well, which is fairly new. It only came out last year.
You guys are so busy. You're always doing so much stuff.
We've got so much stuff. For a little team, we are doing so much stuff all the time.
I was surprised when I saw how few of you there were and how much you were doing.
Yeah, well, a bunch of the people on that day were actually across the country. I think possibly in Bristol or something like that, working with some people. But yes, we've got all these different projects, but the one for devs is called the Dev Kit. Nice and simple, SpecialEffect Dev Kit. And where our team has had 16 odd years of going through games and looking at the accessibility offerings and what can be changed, what can't be changed, what disabled gamers need and how that's changed over time, they've released a set of videos onto the website, which go through things like input devices, action mapping, sensitivities, assistance, what you might do to make your games more accessible based on the experiences with other video games. So if you are a game dev or an indie game dev, or you're just, toodling around in any kind of game making software, you can have a look at that website for free and use what it teaches you to make your games more accessible as you kick off.
That's great, isn't it? And is that similar to the sort of stuff that you did with Sea of Thieves? Or did they
I believe it probably would have been a bit more one-on-one, but we would have took what we learned from them to put into this. And then obviously SpecialEffect had a hand with things like the PlayStation controller and then the Xbox adaptive controller and things like that. We've gotten to do so many cool things.
Oh, so you were involved in them. So in my video, there's that white box where I said that
there is that white box,
and that. So you were involved in the making of that. Is that why? Is that?
Yeah, I think it was a little before my time, but for what I know of the situation, SpecialEffect were able, to offer assistance based on everything that we've learned about gaming over the years, along with a number of other charities and other organisations. So it was a really big melting pot of people that came together with loads of experience to put this together.
That sounds all great. It's very hard to murder people and listen to you saying such interesting things. I'm trying to split my attention. I think I just about did it. Cool. Thank you for grabbing. People seem really happy in the chat that you're grabbing it. Their questions, so thank you so much. Also, someone just said, I can't believe this, I just got an ad. I didn't realize, because I don't know how to stream, that ads were running on this stream, so I apologize. Maybe when I've finished talking to you, Paige, I'll turn them off, because obviously I don't want people to
I actually didn't know you got ads on YouTube streams, so there we are.
I didn't even know. Well, I'm the same. I don't know what I've done. So apologies. So someone was just saying that was a bit annoying, and I am sorry. I didn't even know I turned them on.
That's all right.
I just think Farmer Kuma and Adam Harmon, I already thanked them. There we go. So, and then a bunch of anonymous people. But someone just gave £100. We're almost at 4.
That's incredible.
We're nearing 4,000, sort of, but not. I was just 3,775, which is pretty cool.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, I know that especially when it comes to charity and things like that, there's a lot of people that say they feel really bad, they can't give much money, and that they, anything they could give, they didn't think it would go very far. First off, one, if you can't donate, not a problem whatsoever. GameBlast is a really big event for us because of the awareness it brings as well. Like all the people watching right now, you may never have heard of SpecialEffect. Some of you may have, some of you may not. But because of this, you get to learn about it, and maybe you'll tell somebody who needs our help, and we'll
that's a good point.
Be able to get someone else gaming. But if you can donate, one of the things that's really cheap that we require a lot of is Velcro tape. Because in the video you might have seen Matt trying to pick up one of the buttons and then put it back down. And the Logitech set has its own Velcro on it, but any little switches and any little buttons and any little triggers that we want to make up for somebody's accessible controller setup, well, it has to be stuck to the board in a way that's sturdy but can also be moved in case somebody's mobility changes. So the easiest way to do that is with a 5-pound roll of Velcro tape.
I was worried I was going to break the buttons pulling them, do you remember?
No, well, this is the thing. They're made for people who may not have good fine motor skills, who may have much heavier movements, who might have more jerky movements, and could quite easily break a regular controller. So you want one that, yeah, can take a good hit, that can be knocked and can be pulled around and things like that. So yeah, literally that £5 you can afford to donate if you want to will literally go towards putting the setups together, and that's incredibly valuable.
Yeah, and it's just raising, like you say, it's raising awareness. So you may speak to someone who gets interested in doing it, but also maybe just like in a year, or next GameBlast, people's situations may be different. They're like, oh, I wanted to donate last year, but I couldn't, but now I can. So there's all like just raising awareness in general is really good for lots of different avenues of raising money.
Exactly, and we do this event every single February, so it might be somebody watching now actually starts streaming, or is a streamer or a video maker, and says, can I get started? Can I join in? And the answer will be yes, you can.
I remember us talking last year,
next year,
and we were like, I was like, I'm gonna do it, and then I can't remember why it didn't work out, but I was just like,
I think we ended up moving house.
I was moving house, yes.
You were moving house.
I felt bad that I was like, when I bought that up, I was like, oh, I bet I didn't have a good enough reason, but yeah, I was moving house, and that was insane. So thank God I had a good reason.
I just don't want to. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is where. See, I'm like I say, like I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Fallout, that is. I'm
it's
terrible at this.
It's robust. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting location that I'm in. I need to pay more attention while I try and unlock the computer.
I wouldn't set up my password like this, but that's fine.
Yeah, a 5-letter password. Are you mad? And it's just like makes. You don't have to solve this with me if it's distracting. I kind of
likeness of 3.
I kind of famously really don't like this. I say that as if I'm famous. Famously, I don't like this because I'm famous. That's not what I meant. But I learned that you could do this. Like, there's these little things, and that removes some of them.
Maybe races.
Races.
It's got AES. It's at the top there.
Thank God you're here.
It's all right.
And now this removes the power, and then. But my big gripe with this part of the game is that you get power armor in the first hour, and I felt like that was a big mistake for old Todd to do.
Yeah, you only get a battery for like 2 minutes though.
I don't know, because when you first find the glow, then you already have all the means to get through it because you already have the power armor somewhere, and by then you've got the power. So it's like, oh, the glow, that's going to be really challenging, and then it's not. But anyway, sorry, I don't need to do this.
That's all right. Take your time.
I kept doing this on when I was at SpecialEffect. I was like, what is this game?
Let me have a look at a couple more of these
please.
comments for you. It's all good. Don't worry. So, where are we? First off, I'll say hi to Joe. Joe is our lovely charity administrator who's in the chat. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Yes, Joe is the one that was trying to make drinks for you that didn't nearly kill you with coffee. So
I enjoyed it. I wanted caffeine overdose. To me is a good time.
I had no idea how that coffee machine worked. There was an attempt.
I was just gonna say thank you to Dwindle, Cannon, Go Boom, Static, Holly Pop, and that's all I can see for now. I can probably make this bigger.
Oh, and Beth.
And Beth, thank you.
Thank you everyone for your very, very kind donations.
You're all amazing. I'm actually making it so I can see everything at once. Oh my God, look at this.
Yeah.
I can read a lot.
And he's mentioned if he hasn't read your name out, he's going to have a look at all of the donations at the end of the stream. So don't worry if you've been missed for now. You'll get caught in a little bit.
Sorry if I missed them.
Unless you put a very, very cheeky name, in which case he doesn't have to read your name out. So be very polite, everybody. Very nice.
This is a great mural.
Right.
But you can.
So, Alex. How much resistance do accessibility teams have when approaching older titles? What are the challenges of that? It's a really good question.
It is a good question.
And it really depends. It really depends, especially based on platform. Because if you imagine like an Xbox 360, you have to find one that isn't red ringing at this point, so you got to start there. And once you've got one that works and you've got the game, you need to have a look, does that particular game have any kind of accessibility features in it already? Does it have any kind of remapping? Does it have any adjustments for Dead Zone? Anything like that? And those are just some of the really, really basic ones that you'll find on most games now, whether they have comprehensive accessibility or not. So if the games don't have things like that, you may have, again, a remake for a more modern console or a PC that you might be able to do things with, or it might be that there is a piece of physical tech you could use. It might be that, for some games you could, instead of trying to use a controller, you could get somebody set up with almost like a HOTAS, so a joystick, or you could get them set up with like a fight box if you're wanting to do some, there's some nicest little fighting games. It really depends. Again, it's very situational. But the truth pretty much is, a lot of older games may not have as good accessibility as some newer games, where it's a lot more built into the process these days.
That's a very good answer. I find it. I did this when we were at Special Effect. You would say all this amazing stuff, and I'm like, "That's great," and I wouldn't know what to say. So apologies that I'm not saying anything fascinating.
Don't you worry, you're all good.
It's not helpful that I have to kill all of these evil people.
Guitar Zero, as a fighting game player, has Special Effect helped gamers access games like Street Fighter or Tekken? Yes, we have. Obviously, when you get to I mean, a lot of them. Obviously, you can play them button mashy, or you can be good at them, and have a bit more of a sophisticated setup. But yes, if one of the the boxes isn't quite right for what people need, or you need a stronger joystick, and the game has accessibility like remapping, quite easy to be able to pull that out and go, we'll give you a bigger set of buttons and a stronger joystick, and there you go. It's basically the same thing, just deconstructed and made stronger. So not all of the projects we work with require any coding, because a lot of them are working with what's built into the game. But you do have things like the Fallout 4 eye control, which requires a layer of coding. You've got iMine, which requires a layer of coding. You've got things like the voice attack for RuneScape, which requires a level of coding. And luckily, we have some geniuses able to do things like that. I am not one of them. I'm just very good at talking things.
I'm not good. I don't know if I'm good at either of those two things.
I think you judge yourself too harshly. But yes, so we have worked with people who want to do fighting games as well. Oh, and Special Effects Sachin here as well. Hello.
Oh, we've got Sachin. Hi,
we've got Sachin here, genius programmer Sachin.
New Street Fighters games accessibility is insanely good. Potentially a new game access video coming out soon. Ooh!
Oh, sneaky little reviews by Sachin.
Sachin is one of those programmers that are amazing that we were speaking about.
Sachin is fantastic at what he does. Really good.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Oh, Linux Creative, thank you for all the work that you do to make gaming accessible, and thank you to Up Is Not Jump. Do you know of any charities that support visually blind for gaming? The RNIB, the Royal National Institute for the Blind, potentially will help out. I know they have a number of streamers who support them, so if they can't help you, you may actually be able to go to some of the streamers who support them. So Sightless Combat is fantastic. I really enjoy watching his streams. If you go to his streams, he will often explain a lot of how the setups work, and we'll probably be able to give you a lot more information on sort of visual problems with gaming. Yes, and Astraeus, yes, Special Effect for the physical setups that we do operate uniquely within the UK. However, for all of the stuff that we release online, all of the guides, all of the information, that is all available worldwide for free.
That's all great. You're a mine of knowledge. It's good that we've got you here. I've done these streams before. I've never had a specialist on, and I feel like it's so good to have you here because you know so much about all of this. I'm just acquiring a minigun, which is kind of completely unrelated, but we're gonna get blah 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 fusion core. But yeah, feel free to keep going with questions if you like.
Absolutely can do. Well, when are you due your next game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, it's now. I've lost track of time. I think do you think?
We'll be back in when you need me, and I'll be back.
Would you like to stay as? Oh yeah, okay.
I can stay as well. Whatever's easiest for you. Chat, I think I've joined as a co-host for now.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're stuck with me.
Well, we could. I mean, I think we could. I think you might as well stay if you're happy to do that.
I think it would make a lot of sense.
Because you'll know a bit more about what Gerard talks about as well.
Absolutely, and yeah, I never actually had a chance to meet him myself, but I know Mick spoke very highly, so.
I'll just send them a message. Hello. Okay, so do you want to? Are you able to join it? So he's not here yet, but this is Gerard, who is the brother of one of my friends who has had assistance from Special Effect. So I'm just asking him if he's able to join now. I spelled able wrong, but that's okay.
That's not a problem. Not a problem. While we're waiting, chat, does anyone else have any questions? I mean, gaming related or special effects related, you are welcome to ask both.
Okay, he's ready. Oh, sorry, not to interrupt
there we
you.
go. Don't ask me questions. I'll talk later.
All right, I'll just invite them in now. I have to balance their audio, but I'm sure I'll manage it. Oh wait, no, I've just cancelled the call with Paige. All right, let me just disconnect. I need to put them all in. I've just disconnected everyone. Okay, so I need to get 3 people into a thing. Oh, I don't know how to do that. 1 second. Can I invite someone? Because I don't know how to use Discord, and I don't know how to have one mo. Sorry. I think I might have to make a recording room and invite everyone to it or something. You should be able to call me back in. Are you in a group chat? Well, let's start with Paige. Let's get Paige in. Hello, you've come back.
Hello,
So,
I'm here.
How do I invite someone else into our chat? I don't know how to do that.
You'll need to be friends with him on Discord, and then you can add him to this call.
Ooh, how do I do that?
Are you friends on Discord already?
Yeah, we've done it.
Yes. There you go.
I'm so bad.
And then on the top right of our conversation, there's a picture of a person with a plus, and that's add friends to the DM.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm so glad you're here.
It's all right. I've been a community manager in various different areas. So.
Yeah, would you like a job? No. Okay, so here we go. I think. Oh, I've done it. Okay, now I think they're both left, but they're just.
There we go. No, I think you've got us.
Oh, they're muted though.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Matt, can you hear us?
I can hear you both. I've managed this. Thank you so much, Gerard, for joining us.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So we're good, thanks. So I didn't warn you of this, but Paige is also here, and she's the community manager for SpecialEffect.
Hello.
Hi, how's it? Good?
Yeah, it's lovely to meet you. I don't think we'll have crossed paths before, but I've been SpecialEffect for a couple of years now, so it's lovely to actually get to meet you.
And I know that. Oh, sorry.
No, that's great. I think I've been working with SpecialEffect for, I want to say, maybe a couple of years, 2 years, 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I know that you were just at more. Emma's just texted me saying more Gerard. I think that just means make Gerard louder.
Audio up.
I know that you were just at a Liverpool game. Is that right, Gerard? Or...
No, I was just watching them. I'm quite ecstatic at the moment. Liverpool have just won. So.
Oh, amazing! Great, because
celebration with the family, and then jumped on here.
I'm glad we've got you in a. Jared, sorry, Emma's just sending me lots of messages saying Jared. I've been telling myself all day, don't call him Gerard, call him Jared, and I've fucked it up.
Jared.
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 Sorry.
I've had lots. Honestly, I've had a variety of nice nicknames, but
I'm getting a
people
lot.
at work can't pronounce it, so I'm called G at work. So
yeah. I may just start doing that.
Called Jared, yeah?
Trying to pull it off. Yeah.
I think you can pull it off. So congrats on the game, though. Did you see? It was crazy. Like Emma, my wife, who plays drums, she was the halftime act for the game. I couldn't believe it.
That's so cool.
That you were there as well, and it was all this mess. She just got back from it as well. So I'm really glad for you that Liverpool won. I didn't want it to be a depressed call where you've lost.
Definitely in a chirpier mood. Pardon the bird pun. I realise now that my my avatar is a bird.
No, was that randomly assigned to you on Discord?
No, it was actually.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I've got a load of questions that I can ask you, but I wanted to actually ask, when you first started working or getting assistance from SpecialEffect, who was it that you spoke to when they or came to your house?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh!
Actually, as we speak, scrolling through emails because I know the name of this person, and I'm actually really gutted that.
You speak just like your brother Matt. You have the exact same sort of inflection. That's great.
I don't know why I took that as an insult, but I know. Yeah. So, oh gosh, cannot remember her name, but I quickly got in touch with Nick Streeter, I want to say, and we've had lots of conversations. But I think the original conversation I had was I think it was either my brother or a friend reached out to Special Effects saying, hey, I know that this is possible, that you make adapted equipment for gaming, and my brother's a massive FIFA fan.
Yes, he is, yes.
So, and then they came to visit the house down. I was in Exeter at the time, and we spent, I want to say, close to an hour or two just talking through the setup, how things would work, what buttons would be most appropriate, etc. And yeah, by the end, I think I spent the next 2 days without leaving my living room, just in front of the television, just playing. But yeah, I think that was my first experience.
Oh, that's fantastic. What did you end up playing?
A lot of FIFA, a couple of car racing games as well, new ones that I hadn't heard of at the time. But yeah, so good to get back into it, because I was a massive FIFA fan before.
How did Matt hear about them with you, or do you not know? Because you said that Matt introduced. I know that's like, why. That's quite a random question. I don't know. How did you? But if do you have any idea?
Out about Special Effect?
Yeah. I think he might have seen them on Twitter, I want to say. Yeah, because he's got quite a presence on Twitter. So yeah, so he heard about them and then put me in touch. Or yeah. But, yeah.
My game is frozen. I know that's not that relevant, but I don't know if you can see Paige or Gerard if you're watching as well. But the gameplay has crashed, but don't worry, we're just going to continue as if it's fine. It might just take a few minutes to load. So I wanted to ask, what was the process of creating your adapted setup like, Gerard?
Yeah, so when they first came to the house, they were asking me about some of my function and what I would prefer to use and how I would prefer to use the equipment. And then they suggested some, I think they're just essentially round switches on a board. So if you imagine like a lap tray almost, that is completely made of a soft Velcro.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
All the different switches around this lap tray, almost this board. And then what I did was, put them in the best position for me, and then stuck one of the controllers to it as well, because I can use kind of fake using some of my thumbs essentially. So I was able to navigate the kind of moving around the left stick, left analog stick with my left hand, and then kind of slap at the buttons, kind of flap away at them with the right hand.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a technique that's worked for me so far.
Please tell me that you regularly beat Matt.
You know what? I had such low expectations for myself when we first played. I was like, if I don't lose 4-0, it'll be a win for me. But then I'm quite a competitive person.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
Over Christmas when we play, I think I beat him once. I want to say not last Christmas, Christmas before. And I genuinely then started upping my expectations, but I have been, and yeah, what a phenomenal feeling. Oh.
That's great. Yeah, and so for the people at home, that's the sort of setup you were talking about when I played Sonic Racing at Special Effect. That was the same setup, wasn't it, Paige? Where it's sort of like a Velcro pad, and then there are buttons stuck to it that sort of blows up the controller. Yeah,
exactly. It lets you just dissect a standard out-the-box controller and assign all the buttons that you want through an Xbox adaptive controller, so you can make it as comfortable as you want for whatever mobility you have.
It really is fantastic. Like, I never dreamed that this sort of stuff would be possible. Like, it just didn't occur to me that this would be something that's out there. So is this something that you use regularly, Gerard?
Less so regularly, I think. What I did was I was doing my dissertation at the time when I read it, and I purposefully left it at my parents' house, and as in the PlayStation, all the games, the adapted equipment, and then now I use it as an excuse not to spend all of my time indoors and online. So I've left it. It's currently down with my parents, and every time I go back, me and my brother do kind of just huddle around the living room television to play. So it becomes almost like a you look forward to Christmas because you know that you get to use the PlayStation and get back into it.
So it's a way of limiting yourself a little bit, so you don't just play all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up all night last night playing FTL, and I feel like I probably shouldn't have done that. So, let me have a look. So what kind of games are you into on it, or do you mostly just use it for FIFA?
It's mostly FIFA. I did try, I think it was Red Dead Redemption, I think.
Oh, really?
Nice.
It's a phenomenal game. And what I found was that it was really difficult for me to use some of because you got to use, I think it's like an L1, R1, whilst also, I'm a big PlayStation user, by the way, so not much into the X, God knows what that is, LR or something like this, LT. And essentially, you have to be able to navigate a lot of buttons at the same time, which I can't do. So I elected to stick to the easier ones that, don't require as much coordination.
Yeah, well, because you got to like rotate the camera and aim, and then you got to select dead eye, and then select how many it shoots. Yeah, and it's a bit more over the top in terms of commands.
Yeah, but it's been really good. I've enjoyed. I think as well. I've enjoyed the collaboration between SpecialEffect and like FIFA and EA as well.
Oh, really? Did EA get involved?
Yeah, actually, they are big sponsors of SpecialEffect, and
they have such a bad rep sometimes. So it's nice to hear that they're doing such amazing stuff like that.
I really like EA for that, because
that's great.
They reached out and asked the SpecialEffect community what they can do more. So I think it must have been about a year and a half ago. We actually had a Zoom with their entire division that make not just FIFA but a lot of the games, and I talked them through how I use my setup and just the switches and everything, so that they could understand what it's like for somebody that isn't using it with a standard controller. And it was extremely well received. It was myself and a couple of other people, and they were really I think there was even a standing ovation from what I could see on the camera towards the end, and had people reach out from that room asking what can I do to make the game better for you. I mean, and it's such a shame, because I suppose I'm quite competitive, but I also easy to fall into bad habits. So I told them that I was actually conforming to the way that they make the game, but I did make some small suggestions with how to navigate the menus, how to just small little edits, and they were really receptive. So yeah, it's been great to actually feel like you're having an influence on the people that are making the games for a gaming community that is as important as everyone else that uses it standard.
Of course, yeah, exactly. And how did they get in touch with you? Was that through SpecialEffect, or did they contact you after?
Yeah, well, it was through Mick. I want to believe.
All right.
I think he's the CEO or one of the more senior members of SpecialEffect. Yeah.
And
Mick's the CEO, and he says hello, by the way.
When
I
hi,
mentioned
Mick.
your name, he remembered you immediately and shared everything he knew.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's great. I've enjoyed. It's not just been one way as well with Mick, in that I've obviously enjoyed helping SpecialEffect, talking to people on the radio and really promoting them on social media, etc. But
I had no idea you were so involved. That's amazing.
I try every now. I think I'm actually wearing. I mean, I know there's no video, but I'm wearing a SpecialEffect T-shirt that was sent out. It's kind of like a football shirt.
Yes.
One of the EA ones.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, they're fancy.
Yeah, they're really nice actually, and it's a good fit. But I not only have I got a shirt from EA, but I think because they had EA offer up certain corporate I want to say offerings to people, they actually offered some spare tickets to see Liverpool play.
Oh, really?
And so as a kind of way of thanking them for the collaboration, and so me and my brother got to go and see a game as well. So that was honestly buzzing. It was a phenomenal game. It's quite historic. Liverpool beat Man United 7-0, which was quite unprecedented.
What? So you saw Liverpool beat Man United 7-0 live as a result of all this?
Genuinely, such an emphatic win.
I
But
didn't even know that was possible to get that many goals.
honestly, it was quite historic.
Because you watch them on the TV today, but presumably you want to go and see them live. Is that just not possible because it's just so sold out? Because I know nothing about football. This is all news to me.
Yeah, I think as well. There's limited like disabled spots, and
Right.
they aren't they're not in the best. They don't have the best view.
Okay.
They're right behind the goal, so you're close to the action, but also there's no depth perception.
Yeah, you just see the back of the goalie.
Just the net. Yeah. But it's because it's so difficult to get tickets. Yeah, it is obviously a lot harder to go, but I try and make it down when I can. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for all of this. This is so helpful to everyone at home to hear all this stuff as well, to get some more context about what SpecialEffect do. So some of the questions I have here, I've one written that says, are there any games that you would like to play in your adapted setup which aren't possible right now? But it sounds like at the moment you're distancing yourself a little bit from it.
New COD would be phenomenal. I think. I say the new GTA, that when it comes out in 2025, I think that would be the absolute dream.
That would be. Are you really excited for that sort of?
Honestly,
It looks amazing, the trailer.
I cannot tell you how many hours I spent playing San Andreas when it came out.
Oh, me too.
Oh, good choice.
Vice City. Oh, but yeah, San Andreas was really what introduced me to that kind of realm. Yeah, and I think, gosh, yeah, there's so many. But I try to really limit it because I know that I have a bit of an addictive personality when it comes to gaming. So if I did start playing it, I would just spend hours. Yeah, oh gosh.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Especially since they're redoing a lot of the older games now, and I think that's just they're reissuing. I would love to play like one of the Need for Speeds, one of the older ones, like Most Wanted, or yeah.
Like, what are Rockstar like for in general, like in terms? Because I mean, Paige might know more about this as well. Like, because you talk about EA, is GTA 5 and Red Dead, have they got like accessible settings, or is it not? I'm not trying to oust them. I'm just curious about
no,
stuff.
I don't know actually. I haven't tried to play GTA because I assume it was very similar to Red Dead Redemption in that it does require a little bit more coordination and it's not as easy to navigate. But Paige, you might know more about Rockstar particularly.
Yeah, well, like GTA games, have you had much experience getting them going for accessible gaming?
I am just having a quick look at our Game Access website to see if I have any specific things.
Because you mentioned actually when we were speaking on the interview that like getting couples to play GTA together when they can't. But I think I cut that out, so it's
Yes, that's all right. No, we did. Rodney, who you may have seen on some of SpecialEffect's channels recently. Yes, we helped him. I believe it would have been GTA Online. He wanted to play with his wife. But if we've got Sachin or some of the team in the chat, they may be able to give me some better information there. Because Sachin's still here. For those who ask me questions. He's been giving me information behind the scenes so I can answer questions later. But yes, we have worked with people. I do know that GTA 5 does have some fairly comprehensive accessibility options when it comes to things like camera settings and comes to things like different targeting settings, adaptive triggers, things like third-person control types, southpaw types. Then you've got various like aims and looks and dead zones. So you could theoretically set it up quite well, but it really would depend what your setup needed to be, and I don't know if it has full button remapping, which would obviously make a lot of this work a lot better for some people. So I would have to check that out.
Awesome, thank you. So
theoretically, yes. In practice, don't know.
Well, yeah, it's also there's a lot of different sort of setups you could have, so it varies a lot depending on person to person. But Gerard, how well do you think the gaming industry has engaged with accessible gaming in general then? Because it sounds like you've had some really good experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I still think in many ways there's a long way to go. Just in terms of the fact that I don't even think about playing these games because I know how inaccessible they would be.
Right.
Says, but I think it's kind of a combination between what they can offer and how customizable and modular they can make some of their setups versus how customizable the actual equipment is. So I think we're getting to a really good place where at least if somebody doesn't have, for example, a hand function, they're able to, using puffing and blowing to coordinate and navigate like a PlayStation or any kind of console, which is great. I think what comes next is the ability, and this is something that I wanted to feed back to EA, is if I can't click 3 buttons at the same time, can we have a button that clicks those 2 buttons at the same time? Or can you change the setup that, like for example, for FIFA, because that's my favorite game.
Yeah.
It's using certain buttons for shoot and certain buttons for cross, and you're able to switch those, or you're able to change which button goes where in a way. But it would be great if they could customize that even further to the point where I don't have to hold down sprint whilst moving, because that's 2 things at the same time. So
some toggle effects and or just like I've got my Steam Deck in front of me, and when I press that, it presses 3 buttons at one time, for example, and that sounds like the same sort of thing that'd be cool within a game. Where, holding buttons, holding down 2 buttons, and then pressing a third. Sometimes that's even harder on a controller when they get you to do stuff like that. So I understand where you're coming from with that.
Like, for example, if you use the right controller, it means that you're moving the player, and they're sprinting at the same time. That kind of idea of, okay, well, why don't we make it so that this button means that? Yeah, but that's just the one idea that I had that maybe there is an answer to.
Oh, I'm sure. I bet there is. The things that they can do nowadays, I reckon there'd be a way of working on it if there was an option. But do you think then, that kind of goes on to, like, without special effect, do you think you would have continued gaming, like adapted or not? Or
definitely not. Yeah,
you don't think so?
Not. I actually, for I think it must have been 2 years after my my injury, 6 years ago, I genuinely thought it wasn't possible anymore, which is a real shame. And I think as well, just the awareness to know that it is available is the first step, and then actually the fact that special effect even exists is phenomenal, and we're quite lucky and privileged, at least in the UK, to have that as a charity to provide adapted gaming and equipment. Whereas I know that in lots of other countries there aren't those kinds of setups. There isn't that equipment available, and the awareness isn't there either. So I've been honestly really honored to represent special effects in that way, online or on the radio or wherever. Yeah.
Well, of course, because Paige was saying earlier that special effect is mostly localized to the UK. So presumably, like, a country would need its own version of special effect for it to even exist as a thing. Yeah.
And I think there are lots of people in, say, other European countries that are disabled, love gaming, and just haven't come across, adapted controllers or even a community that provides it, or a charity, or
No, I think that's a really good point. I think so it's all about raising awareness so that people can, and even if special effect isn't around as an option in their country, maybe just seeing stuff like this will give them inspiration for, like, maybe there's an option that I can do. But like you were saying, I imagine you were like, well, I can't do gaming anymore, and then the thought left your mind, and then you see special effects, and then you think, oh, that's not true. This idea I had that this wasn't possible, and I can see that's not the case, and then you can sort of act to get accessible gaming to your setup.
Yeah.
I think it's all great.
Yeah, I remember the person, by the way, that I first got in contact with. Her name was Nomi.
Nomi.
Yay! Nobby is fantastic. And she just beat my butt in a gaming contest, so
really?
sad. Yep. Not happy with her at the minute. We were actually doing a gaming-based quiz for Special Effect, and I thought I was doing very well, but then she knew the name for people that really like butterflies, and it all went downhill from there.
Is that a gaming? Is that?
I'm assuming it must be. Cozy Gaming's got a lot of butterflies in them, so.
Oh, I see. Right.
What are they called? Are they like farthologists or something like this?
No, I wish it was, because that would be a fantastic sort of reference and a Simpsons moment I could think of. I'm trying to remember what it was now.
Oh, I'd have thought that would be seared into your memory if that was a question that you got beaten on.
Yes, lepidopterology.
I would never have got that.
No, me either. But apparently, so lepido means scale, and then pteron means wing, which pterodactyl makes sense. So it's scaly wings, the study of scaly winged animals, which would be a butterfly, apparently.
There you go.
There we go.
I don't know how
Chat,
they knew.
You've learned something today.
How did they know that? How did your friend know that? Like,
Nomi is a font of arcane knowledge. We don't know how she knows these things. She just does.
I'm being attacked by crabs. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Okay, I'm being attacked by giant crabs. Sorry, let me get. Sorry, were you about to say something, Gerard?
No, I
didn't mean to.
I was admiring your crab fighting skills, even though I can't see it. It sounds as if you are being in.
No, I'm not doing well. They're very large and unwieldy, and I'm not. And VATS won't activate them or contact them. So, Gerard, how has having an adapted setup impacted your life? Has it opened up any opportunities like online gaming for you, or any sort of social implications?
Yeah, definitely. I actually it's allowed me to stay in touch with friends. So when I'm home, we can, even though we're not in the same country, we can still play one another, and yeah, just stay in the loop, I guess. And also, it's nice because I do stay up to date, or try at least to stay up to date with the new games that are coming out, because I find game production and the stories behind them super interesting.
Oh yes, I'm with you on that.
Came across one today. I was watching, and it was called like you're just essentially this red blob with two legs, and it seems to be a very, very simple idea, but it's quite an interesting. I think it's called like Kevinu. Oh gosh, one name, but anyway, it was a relative come out, and gosh, I gotta find this now because I was actually entranced by this guy that was playing it, and essentially seeing that these new games are going to come out, I don't feel as if I can't get involved, essentially. And I see these new things, and I don't feel as if I've been excluded from that community, which is great.
Yeah, that must be a nice feeling. I'm really interested in game developers as well, just because nowadays it's so hard to make something that will stand out because there's so many games being made, and so people are having to get super creative. And with that, if people are already like going into it with a creative mind, I think if people, especially, and even game developers, I bet there are plenty of game developers that the thought doesn't occur to them, what are the accessibility settings we can put onto this? And with awareness from SpecialEffect and streams like this as well, it may be something that occurs to them. They're like, this is a somewhere I can get creative and think of ways to make this easier for people to access my game.
Oh, genuinely. I think I've just found the video that I was watching. And the channel was Call Me Kevin.
Oh yeah, I've met him before.
And I can't. Oh yeah, it's called Pikuniku. There you go.
Oh, Pikuniku, yes.
Yeah. I knew it was. It sounded like a name mixed with picnic. Yeah, probably easier to remember. But I was watching him play, and I just thought, wow, this is actually quite a funny little story, and there's loads of little twists, and it seems to be like a fair amount of like logical plot. And I thought, well, actually, this seems to be a fairly easy game to play, and it would require, you know, I think he basically walks and jumps, or the little figure. So, yeah, I was thinking, okay, well, that's one that I can download and play.
Yeah, so do you think if you hadn't gotten in contact with SpecialEffect, this is the sort of, like, you spending time researching games and looking into it, do you think this is something that you wouldn't be doing just because you would have sort of moved away from this?
I think it would make me feel like, because I still would keep up with these kind of releases, but I would feel so excluded from it because it would just make me feel really disappointed that I wouldn't be able to ever play it.
Yeah.
Whereas now I know, okay, I was watching this channel, this video, and I thought, well, actually, that looks super accessible, and I think that I could play that.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
A lot more effortlessly. Yeah, and I thought I'm going to spend more time looking at this and seeing whether this is something I'd like to download and play, because I know that it would be easy for me to use.
I see. Yeah, that's amazing. That's so awesome. That's really good to hear. Well, I think so. I have one more question in my long list of boring questions for you, Gerard. And thank you so much for being on with us as well. It's been really amazing talking with you. Do you have any advice for gamers out there wanting to move to a more accessible setup? Any I realise now. Have you got any advice for gamers out there wanting to move to a more accessible setup like yours?
I suppose my advice to people that play and, let's say, for example, they suffer from RSI or they don't have full hand function or anything, is to actually get in contact with SpecialEffect, see what sources are available there, and I would highly recommend it just because it's definitely, as we've discussed, broadened horizons in that sense, and they are super friendly, and Nomi is like ridiculously lovely. And genuinely, she visited. We ended up so much and going through the setup and whatnot, and it was so relieving, I would say, when we finally came up with a setup that worked, because I felt like a whole new pathway it's like going to a building and realizing there's a lift in there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, all the floors I can now access. So
that's a great analogy, I think. That makes a lot of sense.
As a wheelchair user, that's the first thing that goes,
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
do you have any... I'm at the end of my questions. Do you have anything, Paige, that you might want to ask?
I have a lot of them. The main one that the chat's been asking is just, what have your favourite games of the last couple of years been?
Is that for me or for Gerard? Sorry.
I think it's for both of you. I was just trying to figure that out myself.
I think
with G first, since we're interviewing him.
I think, yes. I think Gerard should answer.
See, I've always been a fan of the kind of first-person shooter games, and it's such a shame because I've only narrowed down when I can play the game at home, and I usually just play whatever my brother plays, because then we can actually play it together rather than gaming on my own. But I would say, gosh, FIFA sounds like such a boring...
I think that's okay. If that's the answer.
Yeah.
My gameplay here is so bad, so anything that you can do to distract from it is okay. I'm doing a terrible job of this.
Well, unfortunately, the question does come to you next.
I've done nothing except play the Fallout New Vegas DLCs consistently for the last month. And
there you go then.
And that came out in like 2015. I don't know if anyone's saying that. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Paige?
I mean, if it's what you've been playing recently, what have I been playing recently? I've been playing a lot of Warframe. And then a lot of Final Fantasy, and going back to Valheim again for a while, which has been very fun.
Is Valheim relaxing like Skyrim, or is it very intense?
Actually, It's quite relaxing actually. It's very fun to play with other people. It's got this lovely mix between, if you like to do combat, it's not that difficult, but it is quite satisfying, which I really enjoy. And then it's got really lovely building mechanics. There's loads of really great emphasis on exploration. And honestly, I know you like your montages of good-looking games. If you go out in a boat at daybreak, you will see some of the most stunning god rays and lighting I've ever seen in a game.
I'm into that. Sometimes I just stop playing and enjoy the god rays.
Yeah, honestly, Valheim is beautiful. If you've not played it, I think you'll quite like it.
Have either of you played the new Spider-Man?
No, I just started playing the first one because I wanted to start at the beginning.
Yeah, I've got the first one on my Steam Deck, and I need to do the exact same thing. The Miles Morales one. Is that right?
Miles Morales was the middle one.
Oh, there's a middle one. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, wait, sorry, that is the... Oh, wait, was Spider-Man 2 the most recent one?
I think so.
Or is that Miles Morales? I don't remember if they're the same name or not. I'm going to Google it now.
I have no idea. I'm not... As a games journalist, I don't know these things.
No, that's the film. That's not what I wanted.
What were you going to say, Gerard? Gerard, sorry.
No. There was a video I watched that was about a production company in Japan and they were doing the most incredible. I cannot remember the name of it now. I think it was one word, like Fallen or something like this. And it just looked amazing, and how much dedication and time they actually put into the production of the story and the artists. I thought it was incredible. I mean, this is aside from your, Assassin's Creeds and your but I cannot remember because it was a really famous company, and the guy went and started up his own company.
Is this something you've always been interested in, like researching like the backgrounds of video game development?
I mean, in a way, I've always enjoyed the fact that you can make a game gripping not just for the action and the detail that is put into, like, say, for example, like story development or just making something engaging rather than just all-out action. But
yeah, I love all that sort of stuff because, like, following the development of Stardew Valley was really interesting. Where and there's you can buy books that have whole sections about this sort of stuff because it's just like overnight. Like, what was his name? Concerned Ape. Oh, the chat is going to kill me if that's not right.
No, that's right.
Just like became an overnight millionaire. I think it was like he was like living. He didn't have any money. He'd run out. Like, he was living with his girlfriend, not paying rent because he just had no money because he had been working on Stardew Valley for like 7 or 8 years, and then he just released it, and then overnight it just became one of the most successful game developers of all time. And all these stories are just so interesting because it's like, in the film industry you don't really see stuff like that because a film is made by so many people and such, but just one person can make such a huge impact on the video game releases. I don't know what I was trying to say there. And it's the same with like Undertale and all that sort of stuff. I think it's all really interesting. On that note, I'm out of questions. Paige, is there anything else you would like to ask our lovely guest?
No specific questions, just thank you for coming in and sharing with us. It's been absolutely lovely to hear from you and lovely to get to meet you.
Yes, exactly. It's really nice meeting you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
When you next beat Matt at FIFA, let me know and I'll make fun of him.
Actually,
have a Twitter feud.
He has something pinned at the top of his Twitter feed, and me actually talking about how I've just beat him at FIFA, and just essentially the fact that I beat him and I can't even use my hands properly. That's
awesome.
Thanks so much for having me. And,
hey, no problem.
Enjoy what are you playing Fallout 4? I'm
playing Fallout 4 really, really badly because I'm trying to listen to you, and I'm literally just wandering around.
Multitask, so
I'm not good at that. Multitasking. Great. Well, thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you.
See you guys.
See you later.
See you later.
Hi, Gerard. Oh, he'd already left before when I said bye.
It's all right. He was very prompt. And yes, Mike, people have been ridiculously generous while you've been chatting. You're up to £4,685.72.
Oh my
93%.
God! I'm sorry I couldn't read anything out, people, while we were talking. I could barely play the game, and it's all good. Thank you all so much. That's so amazing. Thank you all so much. We're gonna have to, because what time? So I'm gonna be doing this for another. I'm planning on finishing about another hour and 15, if that's right. So we're gonna have to change it because we got to give people something to fight towards. If they reach the goal, who knows what will happen? They'll give up.
Who knows? They'll all leave. Terrible.
Job done. Right. Well, Emma's probably on that. Cool. Well, I think.
Good.
So I think for the last hour, I will. I don't know if I should. If you would like to, or would you like to keep talking? It's up to you. I don't mind.
Peter, stick around and keep talking, or I can bugger off, whatever you would prefer.
I thought you were saying that you had somewhere else to go, but I guess it's not a problem.
No, not particularly.
All right, well, fine.
There's an entire team of people helping out with GameBlast, so they're all managing. If anyone needs me, they know where I am.
Well, how about I do, just so I can do some gameplay as well, what if we talk for another 15 minutes and then the last hour of the stream I just do on my own? How does that sound?
Absolutely.
Gorgeous, thank you. Yeah, because we might as well.
Glorious.
It'd be good to. I've leveled up.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Sully. Appreciate it.
I'm going to put. I just realised I put no points into intelligence, which is quite fitting, really. I didn't mean to do that.
I was going to say, we're just role playing here. It's fine.
I will do pistols. Do 20 more damage. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to be.
Brain cell, just gun.
I'm going to be reviewing this game probably quite soon. I finally reached it. If you, I don't know if the people at home have been following the 2-year-long review, but because there's Fallout London, there's the TV show that's really going to set me back. I'm quite excited for both. Are you going to watch the TV show?
I don't know because I've not. I don't know. It's been one of those. It's like it's interesting, but I've not watched many like game TV shows at this point.
It's probably going to be. I think it's going to be bad, but in like a really fun way, if that makes sense. Although I don't want to upset the chat because everyone.
Oh yeah, I did hear that Neil Newbin is joining Fallout London though.
Who's that? Sorry.
Neil Newbin, who plays Astarion.
Oh really? Him and his lovely voice.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
yes, him and his lovely voice.
They didn't ask me. I'm gonna just make that, put that out there.
You should have sent it in a tape.
Yeah, just me swearing. Ah shit. Work that in somewhere.
Oh, Call Me Kevin's going to be in there. There you go. It all comes back around.
In the game?
In Fallout London, apparently.
Is he from London?
I don't know.
I'm from London, and I'm not in Fallout. I think.
Well, everyone else from London is. I'm not sure how you've managed that, honestly.
I should probably just ask them, because I do...
You could just ask them.
I did use my connections to contact them. I was trying to get a copy of the game early. But because it's a mod, it's not like they're a big game development company, so it's not going to be like, presumably it's going to be ready the day it comes out, presumably, if you know what I mean, unless, because that's how I would do it if I was like, the game's coming out in an hour, finish this texture.
You're going to go gold before you, just like seconds before you're released. Fantastic.
But yeah.
So I did take some questions down.
Oh yes, please.
Chat, and then Sachin answered some of them, which is helpful. So I've got some answers to the ones I can't answer myself, but the ones I can, I will.
Call me Kevin is Irish, by the way. That was what a lot of people.
There we go. Good to know. Good to know.
So he's not from. Well, I mean, Anyway, sorry.
There's no way you can spin that.
We could live in London. Anyway, sorry, what are these?
Okay, maybe you can spin that.
What are these fantastic questions?
It's all good. So the first one was, does the dev kit you guys have work with Unreal Engine, or is it its own separate thing? It's its own separate thing. You could apply any of the things that you learn from it to the platform that you're going to be making a game on. It's mostly teaching you about the sort of tools and techniques as opposed to how you specifically implement it in a specific engine. Otherwise, that would only work for a small subset of people. So that one's quite nice and easy.
That's a nice, quick, easy peasy question.
Yes. And then we've been asked about where we source parts for custom controllers, which is a really good one. So Sachin has said that years ago, we used to need to make our own things, such as modifying controllers, kind of breaking them apart and using what we've got. However, over time things have changed with accessible tech being more readily available, out at stores just out of the box. So we don't have to physically make as many items now, but for more specialized equipment, we get in touch with a company called One Switch, and we have a guy called Barry who spends half his life breaking apart tech and then putting it back together again.
I bet you've got loads of people like that around who can just do all these amazing things.
I mean, you've seen all the boxes we have. There's boxes and bits of plastic and cables everywhere. So yes, if we can't get it off the shelf, somebody can make it. So we just have to make less these days.
I didn't make it into my video, but we went to your storeroom, you could say, and it was just... How many boxes do you think are in there?
Like, oh God!
It's just it's
got to be a couple of hundred or
rows
something
and rows of hundreds of boxes, and inside there's everything you can imagine. There was just a whole box full of like a single copy of a game, or maybe I'm imagining. So I wasn't sure. I was like, "Ooh, look, there's like 30 copies of that game in there." But like every button, every controller, like just big boxes of giant A buttons, like that you can, and B buttons, and everything was so meticulously organized. It blew my mind. Like you had just a box for A buttons, and there was nothing but A buttons in there, which is not how it would be in my household. Who put this B button in this A button box? That'd be
my
God. That's what would happen.
But yes, it is a.
Oh, that person just died.
Yes, it's a surprisingly organized room. I think they must have done a lot of time putting that together. So, one of the other questions is one that I can answer a little bit from personal experience. So, how hard is it for less able people to play VR games? And what accessibility features do there need to be to make it better for less able people? So, SpecialEffect doesn't work with too many people who have asked to have help with VR. However, I am a physically disabled gamer myself, with multiple different conditions, and I do use VR. And the issues that I tend to find with it is, one, the headsets are quite heavy.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I mean,
with any kind of arthritis or issues with my neck, after a little while, you kind of just have to take it off and stop playing, because then if you lay down, it doesn't track you correctly, so you can't just really lay on the floor and keep playing, because it's not going to have any idea where you are in space, and then you have trouble. So it's good for a time, but then gets a bit heavy. And the controllers, because of the sort of shape and space they are and the less amount of buttons you have, you do have to use different functions. You need to be able to click them. Sometimes you need to be able to aim them. So if you had not quite as steady movements, you're not going to have accurate aiming. So you would need things like auto lock on and things like that to be able to comfortably play, depending on your disability. So at the moment, I'm not entirely sure how that could change, because I don't know what's happening with the tech in the future, but lighter headsets is definitely going to be one of the places it needs to go first to make it more comfortable for people to even put on in the first place.
Of course,
and then more games developed for it, I guess. We haven't got many in the size of Half-Life Alyx.
It's faded. It just faded away. Is it something that I would like to get back into, for sure, as a big part of the channel? But I think just I feel like I lost interest with a few other with like, I know it's still going, but it's like it had this huge spike and then it leveled off a little bit. I've heard things about, like, this is where I'm going to show that I know nothing about the video games industry. I've heard stuff about like cranial implants. You know, where it reads your brainwaves and that's how you interact with the game. I'm sure that would have an enormous impact on everything that you're doing, but I just don't know where the state of it is and stuff like that. I don't suppose that's anything you've heard much about.
No, it's not one I know much about at the moment, unfortunately. And if it's something that's being worked on at the moment, it's probably in a similar state to eye gaze when that first started, which was very, 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 very big and very, very expensive. So it's not one of those that, even if it became good for accessibility, would really be able to be that widely used, because there'll be a barrier to cost, a barrier to size, and a barrier to understanding how it works. One of the things with accessibility is people need to be able to use it themselves, or at least understand it if somebody explains it to them. And, you know, computers themselves can already be a bit difficult if you're not quite sure what you're doing. So it needs to be as simple as possible for, you know, cognitive accessibility.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely stream. Like
you're doing fine.
No, I just been getting that overlay was a whew, but I did it.
You got the overlay. Oh, yep, and it looks like Emma has adjusted the goal, because I was like, 78%, that's the... Oh, I see.
Yeah,
we go.
It froze, but I fixed it. I'm a great... I should stop saying I'm a bad streamer. If I fixed it, I must know.
Good.
Ooh,
Yeah, you did it. You did it right. It's perfect.
I'm in a really misty part of the game. I'm having a great time. I love mist.
Yeah, you're in the plane.
Having a nice misty mist.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get you to play Valheim. You're gonna have to come and play Valheim with me, because you are gonna love the landscapes.
Is it like
so pretty?
I was really into The Witcher 3 when it came out, just because of all that game when it came out. I was just like, oh my god, this looks so great.
It has a similar beauty, I think. It's halfway, like, in graphics level between Minecraft and Fallout, kind of. It's a little blocky in places. It's one of those, when you look at it really close, it's voxely. When you look at it like from distance, it's a watercolor. It's beautiful. So yeah, it's very fun. It's so light on the PC. It's ridiculous. You could play it on the toaster. And it's just fantastic. It looks so good. The multiplayer just works flawlessly. It's got modding. I'm just shilling for Valheim at this point, but I love it.
Did you come here when I don't know if you can see on the stream where I am.
Yes.
When I came here in VR, this was absolutely like this thing towering over you that you go up in an elevator in VR. This whole place was great in VR.
Yeah, I modded this so I could turn it into a house.
That's a good idea. That would be a great house.
I was like, I want to turn all of these shops into different houses. So yeah, and then I realized I was on my own and it was quite sad. So I built a town just for me, and I suddenly realized how, antagonists feel in zombie movies.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, whoops.
Cool. I think we've got then. We'll do one more question. I'm going to do the giveaways after this. So once
Oh yeah.
Once we're
very lovely.
We'll do one more question, and then I'll continue on my own, and Emma will pop up, and we'll do a bunch of giveaways.
Absolutely.
Including this chair company that I don't know if you can see on my noble chairs.
The noble chairs. Yeah, noble chairs, who are wonderful supporters of Special Effect and always find a way to support us every year. And this year they are giving away the red Nuka-Cola chair.
Is that part of the stream?
It's the red. Yes.
I'm really glad you told me that.
The red Nuka-Cola chair, and it's beautiful.
Emma knows about. Emma will know, so it's fine.
Emma is organised. You
she's
stepped on the mine. Oh god.
I'm sorry. Let me give you a stim pack. There you go.
All right. So last question. What was one of the more difficult projects you guys have taken up, and what made it memorable? Sachin gave me a very quick answer for this one, which was great. Apparently, one of the most difficult situations that he's been working with is for a PS5. However, the gamer was a true gamer and wanted to play quite everything from every different set of games, every different genre, everything available, but the only movement they have is in their head. So we couldn't use limbs or anything like that. So they ended up making a headrest with buttons on to actually be able to use different parts of the head to press the buttons. To get them playing as many games as humanly possible, which is quite novel. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, well, like, what was it you told me about one of your? I don't know if you said it was your friend, but they kicked. Oh yeah, to get on the horse in Red Dead Redemption. Yes. That's a great story.
Yeah.
What did they do?
It's the lovely Avi. She's a streamer, and she plays a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. And obviously, being an MMO, lots and lots of buttons you need to press. And so she was having a lot of trouble with her hands due to a number of different conditions. And so, seeing as one of the main things you need to do is race other people to nodes in that game to get resources, there's a button now on the side of her chair or on a wheelchair, wherever she's most comfortable at the time, that you kick with your knee to be able to jump on and off a horse, which is great because it's like if you just see her bashing the heck out of a chair. Yeah, she's just mounting up and off she goes, just like smash it. It's great. It's fantastic.
That is awesome. All right then, should we call it there?
Yeah,
we'll do that as our last question, and then we'll do a chair each. Oh, were you about to? Because I think I interrupted you, or you finished with what you were.
You're all good. I was just going to say thank you for having me. Thank you for doing the stream, and thank you to everyone in chat for your kindness, for your donations, for coming and listening to us, for watching the video, and just hanging out and sharing the information. Because it's only because of you guys that Special Effect get to do the work that we do and help the disabled gamers that we help.
Yes, thank you all so much, everyone. And I just read a very funny comment that said, "My heart sunk when I noticed the donation went from 95 to 78%. I thought someone took back their donation."
I've had enough of this woman. I'm refunding.
I think they've had enough of me.
Oh, goodness.
Amazing.
Yes,
Thank you
right.
so much for coming on. It's been so fun having you here.
Yeah,
been
thank
really
you for having me,
amazing.
and we'll speak again soon. And chat, have a wonderful rest of the stream.
I will. We'll
And,
do some lovely giveaways. Thank you for organising them.
Fantastic. Right. Speak soon.
See you later. Bye,
Bye.
Paige. She's gone. Now, I might turn the game audio up because we were lots of people speaking. I didn't want to drown us all out. Now, I'm really... Like, it's all a blur. Like, I can remember me trying to fix those pipes and the power armor. Not good gameplay. So Emma's going to come upstairs. She's probably on her way. I can hear some noises. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some giveaways. And the way this works, we'll keep reminding you, is I think we're going to ask some trivia questions for each thing that we're going to go away. We'll probably do it over the next hour. We'll do like one thing now and then like 20 minutes do another and another. And then you can answer the trivia in the chat. And if you win, you're going to need to put your... I think the only way we can make this work is if you put your... I really like the visuals of this bit. If you put your email address in your About section on your YouTube page, because I can't contact you directly on YouTube. I don't think it's possible. Like there used to be like a DM system where you could DM people privately, but you can't do that anymore. So that's the way we thought of it. So if you win, we'll remind you as well when one of you wins, is we'll put your email address in your About, and then we'll email you, and then you can remove it once we've done. We'll look tomorrow morning or something for the names, so you'll have a while to put it on. My wife is here. Da, 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 da. So what's the first thing we're going to give away, Emma? Speaking to the mic. We've cut the noise. Cut. Properties. Oh yeah, here we go. It's just switched. It's not here anymore. No, there we go. Speakers. Hello? No, those. Wait, no. What am I doing? I'm changing. Oh no, it's back. I'm changing the wrong thing. I've changed the sound, the output. Oh fuck.
That was on speakers, right?
Yeah, I fixed it. Okay. There we go. It's back on. Hello. I don't think it ever. I think it came back on while we were doing this. It's so embarrassing.
Would you like to give away Pixel Empire stuff first?
I think we should give away. Yes, let's build because the chair is kind of the coolest thing.
The chair is the coolest thing.
So if you Google, or I'll get up on my phone and show you, Nuka-Cola. So you know this, don't you?
I looked it up. RRP is £400. So
I like how we're leading with that. We're giving away a £400 chair. So it's the red one, right? Red Nuka-Cola chair.
It's kind of sexy.
So for this, well, we'll just tease this and then we'll talk about it later. But for the first thing, I think that's good, yeah, because for the Pixel Empire stuff, so this is the chair, but we're not going to do that just yet. Whoop. I love how most streamers would just show an image of it. I'm just using my fucking phone. Can it hold £400? But for the Pixel Empire, anyone in the world can enter this competition.
Yeah.
For what we're just going
they ship worldwide.
what we're going to do now, because this company ships worldwide. For some stuff, there might be limitations, but for now. So what we're giving, and Emma's going to bring. So while we were playing, I'm going to spawn. I'm going to have so much trouble doing this, but I'm going to try. Help cap 4. That's not going to work. I should definitely type the word stash. So as part of the Absolute Nightmare box set that we made, well, the thing. What are we giving away?
Well, okay, so you've got 3 posters.
So we have 3 posters.
We've got 2 t-shirts, and then they don't have to be up as not jump, although preferably it is.
Are they going to win a code, or are we just going to?
We contact them.
We're going to contact you and tell you, but so.
Sort it out.
God,
Get it together, Matthew.
I'm having a great time. Cap. There you go. I wonder if this will work. 300. Yeah. Why didn't that work? The number didn't. 300C. Oh, I need one more O. There we go. So like these guys here, woohoo. So we actually have, as part of the Absolute Nightmare box set, you get loads and loads of stuff, and we're going to give away an Absolute Nightmare box set for free, which is coming out quite soon. They're going to be shipped. We have these, which are very similar to those. This is one of the kind of dozen things you get in it. If you go on, if you type in the Absolute Nightmare box set, or go onto Pixel Empire and look at my Pixel Empire app, has not jumped to it. But what we've had made inside, I can show you on camera. You can make me a bit bigger. There we go.
There you go. That's perfect.
So this is really cool. So this is all. This isn't like printed on. This is real. If you see 3D, yeah, there you go. You can see in a 3D arrangement. So this is all a real design, and this is all real weathered. So it's rough. And so you're going to get this as well as a bunch of other stuff for the person who wins this. And inside there are all these little caps. I know I've spoken about these before, but they're really cool. Like one is, I like this one. Merida's Mead. I'm trying to get it to focus on it. It doesn't seem to be able to.
Terrible.
This isn't working.
That's a shame.
There. Do you want to pass me the thing?
Pass you what?
The thing.
What thing?
This thing. What's that?
Oh, this!
It's a reference to this thing. There you go. Amazing. So they're all like references to things that have happened in my videos. Like the best, my two favorite are these ones. So inside this, you can win. Like this is a Sid cap, and this is like a pickle one. So there's all these really cool things. So we'll give that away first.
The matchbox. That's the big one from Pixel Empire.
Should we do that first?
If you want. Yeah. We're already talking about it.
I think we should probably just do it because I've been talking about. Woo! Thank you, Boo Ba Boo 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 Ba Boo Ba Boo. Cool. So we're going to give away an Absolute Nightmare box set. You also get this, whoop, which is a USB drive in the shape of a personalized wrist computer, which comes apart, and it's a USB drive. And in here, there's like, I think it's 4 hours. No, it's 3.
Almost 4.
I think 3 to 4 hours of completely unique videos that I spent six months making on the fly, including a review of the Resident Evil 4 remake. So that's the first thing we're going to give away. See, then there's like 10 other things in the box. So, what's the question, Emma, that we're going to ask the chat?
So, this is to anyone.
To anyone?
Well, I've just texted you the question.
Emma's texted me the question, even though she's right there. So, are we going to do the first person to answer it?
I don't. Yes. If you want.
We could do that. We should just do that. That'll make it fairer. Are you all ready? Although, should we do that?
I haven't run a giveaway before, Susie.
We don't know what we're doing. Obviously, this is ridiculous.
I thought you wanted me to pick random.
So I'll explain. So people are like, how do you enter? So all you need to do is, what we'll do is because it wouldn't be fair. This will be like who has the best internet connection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question and everyone just answer it. And anyone who answers will have a chance of winning it, and then we'll reveal in we'll let you all answer for 30 seconds, and then we'll pick someone at random. My knee has gone numb. Oh, okay. So the first question: are you all ready? If you answer this correctly, you have a chance of winning. This is all very exciting, and we're just staring at a big cap stash. These aren't hard questions, so it's fine. You can do this. What year was Fallout 4 released? And should I play some music?
I think so.
It can't be copyright though. I should have got the music ready. Everyone's going for it. I already see some wrong answers, which is a bit upsetting. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start. Okay. So voting ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! Stop. Okay. I mean, are you going to pick someone at random, or shall I do it?
What would you prefer?
I'm going to put my finger on the screen. Oh, sorry about that. That was me. I'm going to put my finger on the screen and then shut my eyes and then roll up and down. All right. Jenna K. I'm trying to make my own theme music. Has won. There you go. Do you want to make a note of that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And so, Jenna K, if you put your email address in your About section on your YouTube, so that we can definitely email you, and then once we've emailed you, you can remove it if you don't want it on there, because that's the only way we can do it. Great. Well done, Jenna K. You're a winner. Congrats. And that's it.
Yeah. So your other Pixel Empire stuff?
Let's do all the Pixel Empire stuff now. So this is all merch and cool stuff. So we've got 3 posters.
Yes.
So we just gonna... And so there's more questions,
We'll
right?
do 1 question, and you're going to pick 3 people from this one.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this, right? I want to get some cool music going for this as well. I've got an idea. Okay. All right, I've got the music ready for the so it's you've got 47 seconds to answer this question. All right, we all ready? And so we're going to pick 3 winners, and each of them will win a Pixel Empire poster. So it's like, do you want to grab that? You can share the poster. A poster like this. Is it any poster on the website or one of mine?
Yeah, any poster.
Any poster on the whole website. They got loads of stuff. If you wanted this, for example, but you don't have to have this, it doesn't have to be to do with me. You can get any poster, and we'll email you with the details of how you can get it for free. And they're all really good. So the Pixel Empire, I've got a lot of good artists. So, oh my god, these are easy questions.
Why are you like the fucking questions? Jesus. I don't know anything about Fallout.
Yeah, I've got Emma to write the Fallout trivia. All right, guys. I bet some people could probably start guessing what this. All right, are we ready?
Fine, you make up a question.
What's the name of our canine companion in Fallout 4? I'm going to start the music. Oh, we got a cheer and everything. Oh god, this is really long countdown. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the end. There you go. All right, I'm looking for some joke answers. Dog eat. Okay, so now that's not the winner. I'm gonna pick 3 people. Right. I'm gonna shut my eyes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so we got Noah D. Has won a poster. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just scrolling up and down, my eyes closed. Connor Carey, you would have won if you had answered the question correctly. He wrote K9 Cop. Monkey D. Kyle. Monkey D.Kyle. And eyes. And the Barnold. Barnodl. Cool. I can't wait to see what the next question you've written is.
You've won posters.
Try and guess what the next question will be like. I don't know. I like the 3rd question. This is cute. Okay.
I'm not doing this again for you. You shouldn't.
So, is that everything? No, there's one more thing. What's the next thing?
2 t-shirts.
2 t-shirts. So 2 people are going to win a t-shirt that you can get from their website. And there's loads of good stuff. You can get any of my ones or any others from Pixel Empire. So, are we ready? Next question. According to Benny, what was rigged from the start? I'm loving this. This is great.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, go. I can't find the music, so I'll just play the end of the song. History. All right, here we go. Okay. Well done, everyone. People are getting it. Okay, so. Man, there's so many people answering. Right, here we go. We have. Where's it gone? Oh. Captain Combine is all one word.
I've got it.
Great, and then find a person, and then we'll play some more of the game, and then we'll do some more giveaways afterwards. Misha Kuzmin.
There you go.
Ah, amazing. Thank you so much.
You both won t-shirts.
And everyone, thank you to Emma, because I wouldn't have been able to do this without her, because I am completely disorganized.
You're welcome.
There we go. That's good. Great. And then what we'll do is, should we do it in 20 more minutes? We'll do another.
Yeah. So remind them they've got to put their email address in.
Yes. So remember, everyone who's won, put your email address in your about section on your YouTube, or else we're not going to be able to contact you. Because I would say just email me, but that won't work because I'll get 100 emails from people lying. We can't use the honor system here. I mean, it probably would be fine, but not worth the risk. Cool. Thank you so much.
All right. Enjoy yourself.
High five.
I'm not ready.
See you later. Right. Hello. Look at all these lovely cap stashes. So as I was saying, I feel a lot more. I'm really excited to review this game. I'm just going to do just random exploring because I think it'll be fun. Oh no, let's go in. No, it's a lot of story-based stuff. I think it'll be more fun just to explore the game and chat. Oh look, he's chasing the birds. Over the years, my opinion of this game has just gotten better and better. I think. Oh, I'm still big. Oops. It's a good thing I read the chat. I was still huge on screen, Emma, while I was doing all that. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. How do we claim the prize? So you don't have to do anything, the people who have won. You just put your email address in your About section on your YouTube. If you go to your YouTube account page, there's an About section, and you put your email address there. And then we'll contact you probably tomorrow morning, and we'll tell you how to claim the prize. It'll be quite straightforward. Haven't you done Fallout 4? No, I've done Fallout 4 VR. I do. The thing is, the video will be called Fallout 4 is an Absolute Nightmare, which is already a title to one of my videos because it was the first Nightmare video I made. So it's gonna be, and so I'm really excited to review this game and talk about it. And I think what really made my opinion about this game better was playing. Oh, what did I play? And I was just like, is this what modern games are like now? And then I thought back to playing Fallout 4, and I was like, Fallout 4 is actually pretty good compared to a lot of big games that are coming out. At least I think so. Oh no, this is really bad. This is a really strong scorpion. Run, dog meat! No, it wasn't The Last of Us. That wasn't what I played that I thought was. Oh, oh, this is going to be a difficult fight. It's not that strong. You just need to keep... Dog meat needs to keep... Oh, no! This is going to really hurt. I can't remember what it was that I played, but then I was just like... I mean, Starfield, for one. I was like... I think playing Starfield really made me want to play Fallout 4. But it's just over the years, my opinion on it's kind of grown... I don't have any drugs or anything, so I'm just going to have to run. Do something! Oh my god, that was not good. Run. I also really like how the armor works in this game. Like how it goes over the vault suit like this. I think this is a really cool idea, and it's really in tune with like the the original 2D games. Like a lot of the box art look like kind of how I'm dressed now, and I'm really into it. There we go. I sorted him out. I'm really worried about where this thing is gonna. Seems to be. Ah! No, stop it! I'm still getting face. Oh, there we go. God, this gun is epic. I thought this enemy was supposed to be hard. Suck it. Oh, yeah, he's carrying a microscope of all things. Right, I'm going to pay attention to the chat. A red scorpion this early. Which difficulty is this on? Hard? I don't know, actually. I think I'm very lucky that I have this gun. I picked it up at the beginning. I don't think it's on hard. Sounds like you know this game really well. No, it's just on normal. I've walked quite off into like a random direction. That scorpion was a scientist. Damn. Oh, thank you, Rilu. Rilu is explaining. Rilu32, the moderator, is explaining what you need to do in the chat, so it's clearer as well if you won something. And what we'll do is we'll give away the chair at the very end of the stream in about 40 minutes. And in the middle, in about 20 minutes, we'll give away tickets to a convention that I'm going to be at. But that's for UK only people, but I'll explain it when we get there. So in these games, I just like wandering around, enjoying the misty effects and stuff. But it does always feel like kind of odd that, I don't know, like the textures and the grass and the fog effects. I mean, the fog effects are nice, but like the way the rocks and the dirt are, it's just funny how much more visually. I've said a lot about this. I'm not really complaining. It's just odd that Skyrim visually is just so much, not just nicer, but it's just a lot more sort of. It's just easier on the eye. I'm sure there's a way that the graphics could have looked the way they do. Like everything's old and dead, but it looked more beautiful. That was why I was quite into Fallout 76 when it came out, because I felt like they achieved. Oh, super mutants! I'm finding everything. The same critical. How do I do this? I'm still. Oh, it does happen automatically. Oh, execute code. There we go. I already killed him. Dogmeat, you can take on that giant mutant hound. Once this gun runs out of ammo, I'm completely screwed. No! No! Do it! Do it! Do it! I would say VATS is a lot better in this than in Fallout 3. It's a bit more cinematic. But I've played a lot of Fallout 3 in New Vegas lately, so it may just be because I'm bored of it. Seeing the thing. Yeah, Fallout 4's got music, but I just feel like when you look at this, there's not a lot of going on here. If you took this exact same sort of image where you've just got fog, water, rocks, plants, ground in Skyrim, it would just look so much better. I don't know why this game ended up looking a little bit iffy. Like the lighting effects in this game as well were a real mess, and they really cleared it up. That was one thing I really liked about 76 is they really cleared up the lighting and stuff. Like it's really funny. And I know it's an old game, but I think even at the time. But this isn't a big deal. You know, I'm not. I'm just sort of. This is a stream of consciousness that I'm just revealing to you. But yeah, I'm in general, I think this game looks pretty good. It's just I feel like there are aspects to it that I think that with a few tweaks, I think they could have. Which again, like they did, I think they tweaked it in 76 in the right way. Am I being boring? Alright, so. Did the doggo catch a fish? I don't think so. Yeah, I've kind of gotten lost in the fog. I'm just sort of going off-piste. Far Harbor was Fallout 4 at its best. I did want to try. See, I played all of the New Vegas DLCs, and it's got me really excited to playing the Fallout 4 ones. Ooh. What have you found? I feel like any opinion about the Fallout 4 DLC, the Fallout New Vegas DLCs can annoy everyone. Everyone has such like a varied view on it and stuff. Ooh, a suppressed, calibrated, powerful. What have I got? Ooh. One thing I really liked this is how nuclear waste would be used to make the green on this glow up. I was just talking to Emma.
See ya.
She's oof. Alright. So let's do it. Let's talk Fallout New Vegas DLCs. Because one thing I'm doing at the minute is I've really, really, really analysed the way that I make my videos. Because I wasn't too hot. I don't know where I'm going. I wasn't too hot on my Fallout New Vegas review. like I look back at it, I'm like, I'm not entirely. Brilliant! This is useful. Thank you, Rhea. I'll use that when Emma comes back. What was I saying? Yes. When I started making videos, I would play the game as quickly as I could, and I would write the script as quickly as I could. Like, say for the Skyrim VR video, I would start playing Skyrim VR, and by the end of the week, I would have the script written. I was just super fast-paced, and it worked really well, and I think those videos are really good. And I've never stopped using that formula. So when I made the Fallout New Vegas video, I played it for 3 days, and I spent like 3 days writing the script, and within 2 weeks, it was all ready and started and in production. And I'm feeling like this flow that used to work for me isn't really working for me anymore. Like I'm getting stressed and I'm rushing, and some of the ideas aren't like fully formed, and I'm not like analyzing it. I'm like, do I want to put that joke in or not? And all this sort of stuff. And so I can't go this way. And so with the New Vegas DLC video, I blocked out a whole month to just play the DLC. I sat down and in my spare time really slowly worked through them, did every quest, went to every single location, met every character, did everything. And then I've spent a month writing the script. So I've been working on other videos, and I've been writing the script every morning, like spending an hour just tweaking things and coming up with new ideas and adding stuff. And I'm really excited for you to see this new workflow where I'm taking it really slow, and I'm pacing myself and thinking about everything really in depth before I release it. So I basically have, I don't know where I am, I have loads of thoughts about the Fallout New Vegas DLC. Oh, I thought this was me, but I'm this thing up there. Oh, we made 5K! Woo! So Emma upped it to 6K. Good grief. Well done, everyone. Do you think we can get... Oh, I need to read out some of the names as well. So thank you, Beth-Tex and Daiki, Nixie, Sarah, and that was it. I think that's everyone recently. Thank you all so much. Beeftech says, I learned about special effect through Up Is Not Jump. It made me so emotional and restored my faith in humanity a bit, and I really needed that. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much. I know this is funny, but I do this in Skyrim. I like exploring the really far reaches and just seeing what the game developers have like put in these areas. So like, there's this thing, and then like, what's in here? Oh, unfortunately, nothing. I can't duck into it, but I can lock myself in it. Now we're talking, nice and relaxing. Thank you all so much. So the initial goal was only 3. I say only 3. It was 3K, which we thought was huge, but we've completely destroyed that. Thank you so much. So we can see if we can get to 6,000 by the end. That would be amazing. But 3K was the goal. We've completely destroyed that. So there's no... we've completely nailed it. Oh yeah, and so basically I've got loads of opinions about Fallout New Vegas' DLC. But you know what? I'm going to just talk to the chat instead. So... I look forward to the return of the science videos. Yes, that's going to be something I'm going to do a lot more this year. I have one coming out on this Friday, which I can spoil for the people, like, spoiler alert, because there's not that many people listening, if you want to hear this, I'll be very brief about it, is I bought 4 children's chemistry sets. You know those like science kits that you can get, like a chemistry set box. So it's just like the pickle video, or it's not really like the pickle video. Look at these guys. You gunners. Yeah, gunner sergeants. Where I go through them and I do experiments from each box. I bought a load of them, and then I rank the boxes based on the experiments and the books and stuff. And then I do little science asides where I'm in front of a green screen explaining the science behind it. That's going to come out on Friday, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited for you all to see it. Civilian, this area's program. 2,000 caps? Are you mad? Nothing will be like the pickle video, will it? I mean, I think this is as close as you're going to get. Prickle supremacy. It'll be really fun. It's going to be really, really fun. So I do the full experiment, and then I slide my hands over. I'm in front of a green screen, like pointing at chemicals and explaining the reactions that have occurred and why they're like. I do color changes and polymerization, and it's really fun. A tier list makes an opinion, right? What if I don't pay? Refuse, fake it. I don't even know what he's talking about. He wants money, so fake it.
Here you go.
Nice try, but I just can't let that slide.
What? What the fuck? Who wrote this interaction? That doesn't make any sense. No, I'm dead now. I bet I'm gonna, because I've just been wandering around. I haven't saved, so I'm gonna be back in the middle of the map. Hey Matt, I'm currently on my way to murder Kellogg for the 10th times. Any tips to murder him any faster? Oh, I haven't played this game in a really long time. What did I do when I first? Because I only killed him once. I may have played 4,000 hours of this, but I only played the main story once. Can't you like fill the room with mines before you speak to him? So you drop a load of mines down, and then you talk to him. That would be my advice. I think I did something like that. Let me heal myself. These gunners would have been decorating the roadside for a long time. Right, where are they? I want to have another go at that. Here we go. How goes your mission to be a guest on Binging with Babish? Very poorly. I made it onto Mr. Sausage's channel though, on Ordinary Sausage. I can't remember what he made. I think so if you wanted to see, I'm sure if you just typed in "up is not jump," Ordinary Sausage, I would come up. And I love all the comments on that. It's just like, this is the most awkward. Because I just sort of appear at the beginning and then disappear and that's it. But I chat to him on Twitter and stuff. He's a cool guy, so it was fun getting to work with him. I like, yeah, yes, X, no, Y, sarcastic, no, chuckles, A. Like that was a really weird conversation tree. I don't know why they simplified it so far. A game, I know, we've all heard this before. A game about dialogue, why is the dialogue choice so simple? But, you know, we've all seen the 7-hour analysis videos by Joseph Anderson. Like, we don't need to, I think that's his name. We don't need to go through it again. But, right, we're gonna do it this time. I want to see what they're guarding. I was about to say, yeah, maze. I was going to say use mini nukes, but I thought that you probably already have tried that. I think Terraria would be a good review. I'm thinking of asking everyone before, like I did a poll on here, and I did like The Last of Us. I've always really wanted to review The Last of Us, but in the poll, it was picked by like 5% of people. And I have this really innate ability to really want to do a game that none of you are interested in, and I know that here we go. This is going to make things easier. Oh, it's a different group of people. Oh, they must have just been wandering. But I want to do loads of games, and so like there are like, say there's like 5 games I want to do. I'm really happy to do a poll, and then because what will happen is the one I was gonna pick gets 1%, and I'm like, I want to do something. I want to do like a balance here. Because like Baldur's Gate, I'd love to talk about eventually. It's not going to be for a very long time, so don't worry. And that did really well. I've really fucked this. I need some Radaway. And that did really well on a vote. So it's good to see that like our opinions align there. So that's how I'm going to kind of go forward for a little bit. But I'm going to keep doing science videos. Oh my god. Where's dog meat when you need him? Ah, so I killed a legendary dog. Now I'm being shot by a... I don't even know what I picked up. Okay. I really need some Radaway. So, are they guarding anything? Or is this just... Please tell me I know you're a mutant, but please tell me you have some Radaway. What level are you? Very low. I'm like level 3 or something. I can level up though. I'm going to keep just working on my damage resistance for now. Oh, I can't. Okay. Swing... Ooh. 20 maximum health. Let's just do that for now. We need to just get our health going. Hey Matt, what do you think of CC content in games like Skyrim and Fallout 4? What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I've already answered your question. I better pick someone else. Apologies. Well, I'll answer it quickly. I don't have an opinion on it because I don't know what it is. If it's the paid mods, then I'm not particularly interested in them. I feel like modding should have just been left alone because I thought it was doing well. But that's my very uninformed opinion. Hello, are you hyped for Mountainhead? Finally, a question that we can all get behind. Yes. So the only band I listen to, Everything Everything, is releasing an album in a few days, and I'm very excited. Although I didn't really like the song "End of the Contender," but I also didn't hate it. I was just very, but I think Cold Reactor, and I actually think that Mad Stone is one of my favorite songs that they've done. So I'm very excited still. Not to bore everyone. I've been listening, not that anyone cares, but I've been listening to a lot of the album, The New Abnormal. Everything is way too strong here by The Strokes. And I think it's a fucking masterpiece. So if you ever like The Strokes, you didn't listen to the most recent album, I would recommend. I don't have any weapons that can deal with this. I've got this board, but like this guy's out in the water, so he's not even going to be able to get to me anyway. Maybe he's just save. So we've had no... There we go. I don't listen to Big Iron 24/7. I bring this up every time I do a stream, but I just like to remind everyone that... Oh my god. No! Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Ignore me. So the whole Big Iron song was entirely produced by a friend of mine, and even the backing vocals that obviously aren't me because they're in tune, are like the music producer that made it for me. His girlfriend is doing the backing vocals. He just brought her in like, come on, do the backing vocals for Big Iron. So she's harmonizing with the instruments while I'm just like, over the top. So that's what makes the song passable, is her backing vocals. So I'm lucky I have such talented friends. Okay, not working. I don't have anything. Here we go. Molotov. We're going to get... No! Oh yeah, the Molotov is a different button. So can I do it like this? There we go. Oh, that was such a good throw. Right, so I should have just stayed where I was aiming because I'd already nailed it. I don't know if this is going to do anything. Don't listen to Luna and cover more songs. Thank you. I think maybe some songs... I don't know. Maybe I should learn to sing. That sounds like a good thing. Most hyped games for 2024 are the games that I, as Wastelander 101. My most hyped games are the ones that I'm going to review. So I'm really excited for Fallout London. I'm really excited for the Fallout TV show. Well, chat can help me with this. What are some big games coming out in 2024? Because I don't actually keep up to date with this sort of stuff. Here we go, 6 bullets. We can do this. Did that do any damage? Oh, it's 1 bullet at a time. Did that do enough damage to be worth it? I mean, you know, we'll get there. Is Fallout London going to be paid? I don't know what that means. 2024 is a bit dry. Yeah, I'll be busy reviewing games from 2015 anyway. One idea I already wanted to do was reviewing all the James Bond games, the original ones, like Nightfire and Agent Under Fire and Everything or Nothing. They're like 3 of my favorite games of all time. I would absolutely love to talk about them. I guess to make it worthwhile, maybe because I don't know how interested people would be in that, maybe I'd do them all in one video. I mean, Willem Dafoe's in one of them, for fuck's sake. It's fucking amazing. Alright, this is a bit embarrassing. This shotgun's good, but I can't shoot fish. I can't. Hoping the Fallout TV show is going to be... Hoping the Fallout TV show is good so hard. I don't think it needs to be good. I don't think that's really what we need from it. I think it being bad... I think it being really bad is okay. Because I think that'd be really funny. Just like if it's just like a fucking train wreck, I think will be just as good as it being good. Alright, let's see what this does. So I've not got a lot of ammo. No, that's a bad time. That didn't do anything. So I'm out of ammo and everything. Where's ammo listed? I'm trying... Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, pipe pistol. Here we go. I'm not even hitting him. I think his health is going up, I think. So I don't think this is going to work. It's a show, not a mod. What are we talking about? First? Sadly, my phone plan isn't supporting the number. Will you do an Oblivion review at any point? That's a good question. 100%. Oblivion, Morrowind, Sky. I want to do Sky Oblivion, as I've said. Me and Rebel Z's, who's the head modder for it, is a friend of mine. I'd really love to work with it. Oh yeah, his health is just going up. Anyway, work with him in some way on a review. That'll be hard though. I've done that before when I reviewed budget cuts. I was quite friendly with the person who made it, and that made reviewing it quite difficult because I just felt like I felt bad for every bad thing I said about it. But I think that video brought them quite a lot of publicity, so I think it all worked out well. I think they were quite happy, so it was nice. Yeah, so all of the, you know, in the new Skyrim game, I'd really like to review Oblivion. I've never played it, so I'd get to Oblivion and Sky Oblivion, kind of compare them. That'd be cool to do in 2 separate videos. Starfield, I want to review. So all these games I do plan on doing, mixed in with like science videos. This isn't going very well. I need some Radaway. Daggerfall review when? I mean, I could do them all. I guess. I mean, is there anything before Morrowind? There's Daggerfall, something, Morrowind, Oblivion. Am I right? I'm sure you guys will know. Big Iron forced me to question my sexuality. Well, what way did it? Were you into men and then you heard me saying and were like, I don't like men anymore, or was it the other way around? I'm just having fun. I just love doing stuff like this in these games where I just sort of like see what the developers have been up to. There's that cartoon where it's like, it's a cartoon of Fallout 4 where Nora is just like this terrifying monster woman, and she's like, the baby is broken, I have to fix the baby, and like she like, it's like the baby needs to be clean, and she like takes out the Abraxo cleaner, and it like implies I think she's gonna feed the baby the cleaner to clean the baby, and you can find like a crib with a Abraxo cleaner in, which is apparently a reference to that, I heard. So Bethesda are always on top of that sort of stuff where they reference all these cool things. But I'm just gonna die. I've gone way too far off the map. I shouldn't be over here. I'm like literally like just ignored everything, and now I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. Hello. Is that me talking? I can hear myself. I'm at an interesting place, but we're gonna have to do this after a giveaway. The Nanakano residence. Emma's back. That means giveaway time.
Do you want cats first?
Oh, we got the cats. But is there? Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought you wanted me to eat that. Emma gave me a cat treat. So thank you, Tim Mia, for donating to Tiltify. Oh my God. So here's Freddy. I think people don't really know we even have Freddy, because he doesn't make much of an appearance. Ooh, so this is our little black monster. Oh, aren't you? He's a bit more, he doesn't like this. He's a little bit more agreeable than our last cat. Look, here's the people. I don't know what I'm doing. He's not very happy. Emma's got treats. So we have 2 cats, I'm sure everyone. I'm trying.
Hallina's going to agree to this.
Maybe you should just hold her up. There's Luna. She's lovely.
She runs.
Yeah, not enjoying this. Yeah, after Sid, we always wanted 2 cats, but we didn't want to spring another cat on poor Sid, so we waited. So what's the next giveaway?
2 pairs of tickets to Insomnia.
So this is only for people in the UK, I'm afraid, can enter this. So if you aren't, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Right, we're gonna pick like 5 people. Well, no, just because I don't. No, never mind.
No.
Don't listen to me.
So we've got
so we're gonna 2.
So there's 2 winners.
And each one will win 2 tickets. So it's called Insomnia. If you want to go to Insomnia, which is a convention.
It's a gaming convention.
Insomnia returns to NEC Birmingham on the 28th of March to the 1st of April 2024. Get ready for the ultimate gaming experience. So it's a gaming festival in Birmingham. So if you would like to go, I'm going to be there doing a meet and greet. Is that right?
Yeah, you might be doing one with Caddy, actually.
I may be doing it with Kid Icarus. Oh yeah, that's something that they wanted us to do. So maybe me and him together, or it may just be a separate. If you want to go, we've got 4 tickets, but 2 and 2.
2 pairs. There's 2 winners.
2 pairs. Emma's better at
God,
this.
you really complicate things so much. So there's like LAN streaming things. There's like dress up costume things. There's all sorts of lovely gaming delights to be had there. It's really fun.
Micah Forgeable has donated £100.
Wow.
What a great cause the video brought to Maya. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Yeah.
So again, this is only people who are going.
Yeah. So is Pyro's going to, yeah, and Pyro Cynical will be there. Whether or not I'll talk to him, I don't know. So what's the question? So remember, you've got to be in the UK, and when you win, you've got to put your email address in the About section of your YouTube channel so we can email you. So, here's the question. So please only answer this if you're in the UK and you are interested in going. And we're going to pick 2 people of this that answer. So, everyone get ready. Who was the lead game developer of Fallout 4? I'll put it in here. I'm sure none of you will know this. I've never dressed up as him or anything. I can put some music on. Shrek, I'm into that. I'm like that people are answering wrong answers who presumably can't go. There we go. Oops. I've just opened the Only Connect music. All right. So, that's it done. No more answers. I shut my eyes. So again, so we've got Tom Howardy, so that's not right. Shut my eyes. So we have Guitar 0183. Hello, Luna. And if you've just answered, I would say if you can't go, let's let us know and we'll pick another person. Some people may have just entered for fun. And Shiba, SHIBA. That's it. Now, and remember to put your email in your About section so we can email you. Else we won't be able to contact you because we can't DM you on here or anything. Oh, thank you. R. Porter has donated £100 to Tiltify. You're a legend. Thank you for highlighting this awesome cause. You guys are amazing. We're not far off now. 6,000. Emma feels it. Great. And then at the end, what we'll do is we'll give away a red Nuka-Cola chair to people. And for this, I think it is limited to the UK, the EU, the US, and Canada, I believe. Just because they don't ship, I don't think, everywhere, as far as I know. But yeah, someone said, what was it like working with Caddy? And it was really fun. So he came here and he stayed the night. And so he arrived. He had just had his tattoo done. And so his arm was like... it was very big. And very uncomfortable looking. And then in the morning we got up and filmed for about... I think we filmed for like 2 hours, had lunch, and then 2 more hours, and then it was done. But it was really fun. I'd never met him before. He's a really energetic and chatty guy. It was good fun having him here. Right, so what is... So I found this house. Who are you?
I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
A message from Ree. Thank you, Ree. That's great.
When do you want to do the
So we'll do it in. We'll just do it in 15 minutes.
Alright.
And then we'll call it there. Is that okay?
Cool. Just a reminder to Sheba and Guitar Hero, they need the emails and the YouTube thing.
So we have cats in here. There's Luna. And Freddy's licking his bumhole, so I won't show you that. It's a bit gross. Right, so their daughter is missing. This could be the last thing we do. Save someone's daughter. A noble cause. Not bots said. Alright, numbers, game time, 1 to 100. I don't know. I don't know what this means for everyone. Right, offer help. I seem like the sort of person you'd want to hire to help you find your daughter.
I'm out of options anyway, if you want to hear about it. My daughter is missing. It all started with this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured
Oh my word, this is quite intense.
She's not a child
Oh, well, she left on her own.
My daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable.
No, she would have told us where she was going. I know my daughter is in danger.
Ask for money. I bet, I feel like asking a random stranger to find your daughter out of the goodness of his heart is a bit odd, something to ask for money.
Let's talk money. Investigations for the missing aren't cheap.
I am not going to barter over my daughter's life. Your fee is going to be 300 caps. Take it or leave it.
Isn't there something weird about that phrase, I'm not going to barter over my daughter's life? That makes it sound like he's not willing to pay more to everyone to save his daughter.
Do you have any idea?
We know she took one of the boats, but that's...
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs.
Ooh, okay. Investigate the room. Ah, alright. Press X to find somebody's daughter. Is this your first time? Have I walked into Far Harbor? I knew it. I knew that. I just had a feeling. I was like, have I accidentally found... I've never done the DLCs for this game, no. I'm going to do them when I do the review. Great, well, we're going to Far Harbor, apparently, even though I'm only level... I think I'm level 3. Right, well, we're going to have a look at his daughter's room. I said this will be the last quest we do. We're going to do all of Far Harbor, and then we'll end the stream. Far Harbor is the best content in the game. Ooh.
Project log. Kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are...
It's going to take all their food. Have you got any Radaway? That's what I really need. Ooh, look at the water effect in the sink.
I'll be back in a few days. But
Can I pick up
anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come
Yeah. I've never seen a sink with water in this game. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by really mundane things.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad.
I played a little bit of Nuka World just for one of my machinimas that I made years ago. This one looks a bit more important.
Project log. Lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power.
She's made an undestroyable lamp. I mean, this is incredible. What a sight. I should go and tell him. Your daughter's... I should go and show him. This lamp your daughter made. You seen this? Come on, dog meat. Let's show him. Look at that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm delirious from playing Fallout so much. Alright, where's her room? Let's do this. In here? Oh, wow! Oh, I thought this was stairs up to... She had like a cool... attic space. Wheelchair Badger says, special effect are the reason I can game. So cool to see you raising money for them. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Cool, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't think I have it marked on my map, on my quests. I love that I've accidentally found the Far Harbor thing. That's so funny. Oh, her room is downstairs apparently. Whoop. Oh. Wait, where's the final marker? What does that marker mean? See, dinner plate. Here we go. This looks good.
Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know.
There's loads of stuff here.
Like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and everyone turns to look at me. God.
So what's so good about Far Harbor? Everyone's talking about how it's so good. Like, why is it so much better than the other DLC?
Project log, radio.
I was just thinking that Palador Sims says, I've never liked how all the houses people live in are so broken down. These people live there. Have they never tried to at least fix the giant holes? Yeah, I like that she's like built all of this machinery and done all this experiments, but there's just giant holes in it all. But that's nitpicking. Cool. I don't feel like I've really learnt very much, but maybe if I speak to them.
Mr. Nakano, did you have questions?
Did you not look at her room that's full of tapes explaining about where she's gone?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say.
The characters plotting and characters are far better developed for Far Harbor compared to the rest of the game. So yeah, people seem to be saying that the characters are good. Dream Asylum and Mr. Vinny.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines.
I will never be terrified of that gas mask.
He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts.
Uh-huh. Tell me more about this.
I've tried to get
Okay, I don't think I've
work quickly.
Work quickly, okay. Come on, you know something.
I suppose you have questions about my
Every time I see the word toaster in these games now, I just think of the toaster in Old World Blues.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Like, shine a light on where she's going.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us?
Tell me what's wrong.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
Oops.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. He was the only one that could really talk to her. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night.
Cool. Let's go look at the boathouse. Is this really somewhere you should be staying at night? There's no door. Yeah, I love everyone's just like talking about how I'm wearing this outfit. I don't know if I have anything else that's... I mean, I love it, obviously. I'm not going to change. But I've got a dog collar. Oh, you cannot quit this, I am. God, I call this an RPG. That's okay, Dream Asylum. I know that you didn't mean to write characters twice. Alright, well, I don't think there's any point in me doing this because I'm just going to be exploring a quest that I'm not going to do. I was having fun just exploring the... So let's go south. Let's explore the coast. I think that might be where we came from. We might have to... I think if we just go... Let's go back to here and we'll go south from the Museum of Freedom because we can't fight anything. Give the dog meat to collar... Give the collar to dog meat, duh. Alright, well, we'll give it a go. See, for some reason, my games... I think there's something wrong with my game a little bit. It shouldn't be... It should load pretty quick. Back when I used to play it used to load really fast. I think maybe like I've modded it so much and some of the files are a bit iffy. Even though I've uninstalled it, I think some stuff always remains. Right, dog meat, do you want this collar? Trade. Boxing glove? Where the fuck is... What? Dog collar. I'll take the boxing glove back. Let me see your collar. Let me see your collar. Hey.
Over here.
Over here. He's not wearing a collar. Why is he not wearing the collar? What's that about? Okay. You have to equip it. I have to equip it. Oh, equip. Ah! My bad. There you go. I'm glad you told me that. That was going to go straight into my scathing review of Fallout 4 that I released in 7 years from now. Let him equip the gloves. Oh, yeah. Do you want to equip the boxing gloves? Where's the dog? Oh, dog meat. Come on, you can do this.
Heads up.
Weapons, boxing glove. Right, equip. Oh, you can't, I'm afraid. Well, that's not going to stop me. I don't have any ammo for any of my guns because I've not been playing this in a particularly ordered fashion. Check it. I wonder if this does KO damage. I mean, had to take that out. Had to take out KO damage. Too fun. I can't help myself. I'm such a dickhead. Just being mean about a game I'm playing for no reason whatsoever. Whoop. I think it's just like as I've said so many times in the stream, I think this game's pretty cool. It's just quite fun to make fun of, but I do like it. Oh, look, there's a barman. Do you play any other games? Yeah. Trash Can Carla. So what's your story? What have I been playing lately? I played Here we go. I have a very hot take. I don't have any money anyway, so oh no, I do. I can buy some ammo. She's not selling ammo. Oh, yeah, she is. Right. So I would like some 10mm rounds if possible. There we go. Let's buy all these. Let's buy 30. There we go. That's better. No, finish it. Yes. I was playing the Dead Space remake, and although I think it's pretty good, I still wasn't like really sold on it. And I felt like my problems with it, I don't know if there's anything anyone else has noticed, with it were similar to when I played the remake for Resident Evil 4 remake. It seems to be working really well. These poor dogs, I'm just punching them in the face with a boxing glove. Oh wait, I should buy some Radaway. When I shot people in the Dead Space remake and the Resident Evil 4 remake, I just didn't get the same sense of like impact, especially in Dead Space. Like you're shooting like these like, you know, horizontal beams. I just didn't feel like anything I was doing was really having a great impact. And when you chop things off, they didn't go poof and fly off in like really notable ways. It all kind of blended together. Like the graphics of the enemies were all really sort of undistinct, I thought. And that kind of bothered me a little bit. But overall, I think it's a pretty good game. It was just something that was bothering me. Radaway. Oh, sweet Radaway. I can't afford it. Take my board. There you go. And one of my pistols. And that one. And Tyrant. And I don't know. That. I don't have any money. I spent it all. One of those. And I've got to keep my hack. Oh, I'm carrying my power armor stuff. Deathclaw me. I've done well to acquire this while at level 3. Would someone take the hand? Take my bottle. I'm never going to be able to afford this. Take the microscope. I'm just going to sell everything. Hello. Hello. Have the minigun. There we go. Fine. For one rat away. Emma's back.
Hi.
So we're going to give away, I think we were given some links so we can actually show. Oh, great. So we're going to do one last giveaway and then we're going to end the stream. Thank you everyone who has donated. We have reached £5,361.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you all so much. This has been one hell of a experience, and thank you for watching my video. I'm really glad you all enjoyed it. And
are you going to leave donations open?
Yeah. For like a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave the donations open and see what happens. Thank you all so much. And we're going to do one more giveaway, and this is the big one, I think. This is going to be the... I wonder if I can... I can't... do you want to post a link to the chair in the chat so people can see it? So I'm just about to... Is it my account that you're using? So I'm just about to post in the chat a picture of what we're giving away. It is a Nuka-Cola chair. It's a lot like this one. It's the same company, Noble Chairs. I can move out of the way. Get up and chair. Chair. All the way back. There's no cats in the way, is there? Chair. So it's a nice gaming chair. Very nice support. Very comfortable. But rather than being black, it's Nuka-Cola style, which Emma's just posted in the comments. So it's red with Nuka-Cola written on it. And it's really cool. And what we'll do... You clapping?
Yeah, it's the big one.
It's the big one. Emma's excited.
I mean, I know it's on sale at the minute, but let's not take away from the fact that it sometimes is sold for £400.
Yeah.
£300. That's still a lot of money.
Okay, so this is quite a hard question. All right, so I'm going to... Because this question's quite hard, I'm only going to give you 10 seconds to answer it. And that means it's a bit more... if you know the answer, then you'll get it. If you don't know, then you might not have time to answer it. So, this is a good question.
Oh, is it?
It's a good question.
One of my basic questions that started with it.
All right, are we all ready? So remember, if you win this, put your email address in your About page on your YouTube channel. And I think you've got to be in the UK, US, or Europe, or Canada to enter this, I think. All right, are we ready? So, here we go. What year did World War III begin in the Fallout universe? That's not enough time. Let's go back a bit. All right. I think we know who we're giving it to. Gary Hughes.
Gary.
Because they answered it straight away first correctly, and I feel like that's something that we should reward. There we go. You're a winner, baby. Great. And so remember, Gary, put your email address in your About page, and that will mean that you get the chair. Thank you all so much, and we'll leave it there. I think that's great. Anything you want to add in there?
Thank you for your donations. It's going to make so much difference.
Yeah, this charity are amazing. This is such a cool one where the stuff they do has such an immediate impact on people's lives. Like, you know, they turn up and within, like, it seems like within, you know, a couple of hours of helping them, some people go from not being able to play video games at all to suddenly being able to, you know, play Civilization 6 and Fallout and fighting games and FIFA and all this sort of stuff. And I honestly stay up. Last night I stayed up for 4 hours playing FTL, and it's just like the most fun. And to not be able to do that, or to maybe have that, not be able to do that and then suddenly find that I could, it would just be such an amazing thing. Apparently 20... So I'm just reading the comments while I'm talking. There we go. that's it. I'm not very good at ending streams, just like I'm not very good at ending videos. There's Sachin in the chat. He says, great stream. Thank you so much, Sachin. Special Effects Sachin. He was in my video. He was the one helping me with Fallout 4. With my eyes. And just keeping an eye on the rest of the chat. Looks like it's all great. Cool. We'll call it there. Bye. I'm going to leave this open. So for whatever reason, if you know anyone that wants to donate, or if you want to donate later, you can. If you know someone that might want to donate, you can link them to the Tiltify in the description. And the goal was 3K. And we've absolutely destroyed that by almost double. So thank you all so much. I can't believe it. We've raised so much. Thanks, guys.